G'day D-Live and welcome back to the Gives a Minute D-Live stream for a Wednesday afternoon affair. It has just gone 3 minutes past 3 in the PM for me. Good morning, good afternoon, good day, good evening to you. Whatever the time it is, wherever you're consuming this content, you're always welcome right here on the Gives a Minute D-Live stream. Eyeballing the chit chat. I see Kicking Saturday. I see Music Man. I see the H Man. I see Jakeski. I see Charles. I see Red Ox Bear. I see 6 crew. And therefore 6 freaking cheerses, because everyone gets a cheers when they join the Gives a Minute D-Live stream. This is a glass, and over here is a microphone. When these two things collide with each other, somehow, somewhere, in some far-off distant galaxy, this represents the cheers. And I've got no idea why either. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It was just 6, wasn't it? I was going to go with the 7th. We'll just go with the 6 and go with that. Because it was right there, I might as well have a sip. Wednesday, cryptocurrency stream. Yeah, I love these streams. Cryptocurrency, if you're confused, concerned, or considering cryptocurrency, this is the stream for you. Hey, I forgot to even acknowledge my chat. I just said the numbers. I didn't actually look at the chat, what they were saying. But if you are confused, considering, or I always forget my own slogan. If you're confused, considering, or I just said it and now I can't even remember it. Let me just read the chat first. Let me just go, it's a little scroll action going on here. What? Kicking Saturday says Bram Cohen and Ashwin Navan, I will say bad cats. About filthy rich off of D-Live. So it's a good thing they also have Chinese backers. But if I get too deep in the D-Live, it's not really good in the CEO department. There's a lot of problems. I'm not too sure what you were watching, but if you're confused, considering, or curious about cryptocurrency, that was the other C. Come on down or stick around. Music Man asks, is Belize affected by the El Salvador mayhem? What's going on in El Salvador right now? Hendrik, hello. G'day, Hendrik. How you doing? Kicking Saturday with the give sticker. Thank you for the sticker. And Jake Huston and Hendrik with the hosts. Thank you very much for the host. Appreciate that. What's up, gives and givers? Charles, how you doing? Charles in the house. Guatemala versus Belize is at the United Nations. Belize could lose their land. Oh, shoot. And then Hendrik says, woohoo! But I don't think that was in relation to that comment. That means my home and the country he lives in. I understand. Redox, hello mate. G'day Redox, how you doing? NATO is the biggest threat to many countries. Charlotte Rose with a sticker. Crikey, hello Charlotte, how you doing? What's going on? What's cracking? Gives. Kicking Saturday, pray for Belize. We will do that. Love the sticker, Charlotte. So cute, just like you. Hendrik, XOXOXOXOXOXOXOXOXO. That's a lot of X's, a lot of O's. Redox, I've been in touch from a bud from high school who's a mega whale. He says he expects Bitcoin to capitulate below 30K. Hendrik, XXXXXXX from Charlotte. He showed me 120 million short he put in at 48K. Gives a K. Hey, I'm looking at digital dollar maybe? You mean stinking rich, Bibby? So, a lot of conversation there in the chit chat already off the bitbat, but we are going to try to keep this cryptocurrency relatable and related. This stream every Wednesday we dedicate to cryptocurrency because I like it, you like it, and we can all learn about it. So if you are curious about crypto, or you're considering crypto, or you're confused by crypto, maybe you'll learn something here on this stream. That's the plan, that's the idea. I will also preface this stream is a D-Live stream. So if you're watching anywhere aside from D-Live, maybe you're watching on YouTube, maybe you're watching on Twitch, maybe you're watching on Trovo, maybe you're watching on the Float app. No, that's not connecting for some weird reason. Maybe you're watching on Africa TV, Nemo TV. Maybe you're watching on Vaughn Live. Maybe you're watching on the Asian porn site FC2. I'm streaming to all these platforms, but I'm not going to be seeing any of those chats. I'm only seeing this chat. This is the dlive.tv/givesaminute chat. This is all I'm looking at. So if you got comments, you want to suggest things, you want to talk about things, and you're frantically, furiously smashing your keyboard, and you're doing it on, say, maybe Trovo or Twitch, and I'm not answering it, back up a little and don't take it too offensively. I'm only seeing this chat. This is the only chat I'm seeing. It's the DLive chat. So please, come on down. dlive.tv/givesaminute. This is a little way I'm trying to help DLive out of the funk that it seems to have gotten itself in, and the funk that it seems to enjoy remaining in. I'm trying to bring it out of the funk just ever so slightly, small, subtle ways, using Restream to bring crew over. Spoiler alert, doesn't seem to be working, but I'm trying anyway. And so, this stream, I was alerted to a website called YouHodler.com. I'll show you what it looks like. It looks like this. YouHodler. Now, this is not signed in, so this is what the site looks like. The idea behind it, I believe, is to stake your crypto for an APY. So you may have crypto and you may want to earn more. This could be a way to do it. Now, before we get too deep into the conversation about this website and about whether we should or we shouldn't be doing this, I've got to attend to my prostate. Well, hello. Cranberry Classic. I won't talk too much about this because the regulars that watch my content know why I'm doing this. Half a twist, eh? I don't want to bore the cryptocurrency crew with this garbage. I'm just going to do it and get it over with. And, that's the end of that one. Oh, half a cup, folks. And froth. That's what the ocean looked like for the last week. Big swells and lots of rain and froth and flotsam and jetsam and scum everywhere. I won't explain this because you know what it's about. The cryptocurrency crew doesn't need to know about it, except that I've got to do it daily. That was delicious. Foamy deliciousness. Yeah. All right, we're down with 2 and 2 more to go. Let's continue. All right, so this YouHodler website, I signed up to it. A little bit lousy. You got to full KYC it. So if you're not comfortable putting down your driver's license and doing a biometric facial recognition for your identity, then this isn't for you. I did it, and I don't mind doing it. I got nothing to hide. But I will say, the only cryptocurrency that I'm going to assign to this website is Basic Attention Token. Now, what is Basic Attention Token? And why would I put this in this site, I think, for about a 3.8% APY? The reason I don't mind doing it with my Basic Attention Token is because Basic Attention Token is the token you earn just by using the Brave browser. So I've been using the Brave browser now for probably nearing on 2 years. Or maybe a year and a half. It doesn't matter. The point is, I've earned about $120 in that time. And that's just by using the browser. I'm not doing anything different. The thing I'm doing differently is I'm not using Chrome, I'm using the Brave browser, which is essentially Chrome. It's a fork of Chrome. It's the same thing. It's just branded differently. And stroke of luck, they give you cryptocurrency to use it. I've been telling all you yahoos to use it for ages, right? I don't have an affiliate link. It's not why I'm doing it. I'm just doing it because I started doing it. And yeah, about $120 thus far. Now, when we look at my profile on Brave, you will see that it's not quite $120. It's about 50 or 40. I think it's about $40 these days. Why is it less than what I just said it was? Because I took a bunch out and bought Hex. So I took my Basic Attention Token and converted it to hex and staked that 5555, got that done. And since then, the basic attention token has been steadily increasing. And now I'm thinking, you need an uphold.com wallet to store. So basic attention token and or the Brave browser and Uphold work hand in hand. And so you need to have both of them. So I don't store my BAT anywhere except inside. Who did that? Shyla Rose with a freaking ninja guinea. That's an out of chair cheers. What? Oh my goodness gracious me. What, Shyla Rose?
I just want to tell you how it feels.
Goodness gracious me. A freaking ninja guinea. What? Oh shoot. A ninja guinea, an ice cream, a diamond, and a lemon. That is the Tokomo. Wow! Special treatment. What? Goodness gracious me. That came out of the blue. Charlotte, what? Mayonnaise! Wow! Thank you very much. Who's doing all that? Music Man and Charlotte Rose. There's a rip in your jeans. Yes, there is, but I'm wearing underwear. Where did you see that? Jeepers Creepers, it's Shiloh Rose, Mayonnaise. Wow! Wow! Mayonnaise! Wow! Mayonnaise! Wow! Crikey! Hendrix there as well. What looks like is a little bit of a lemon train here, folks. I guess we'll just chill for a while that train cascades out of the station. Cascades? That's the craziest term to describe that. The train left the station. Thank you. Oh, Shiloh. That's going to be a train. And Hendrik there as well. Wow. Goodness gracious me, folks. Just as a little reminder, this alert we're hearing, if you're upset with it, bad luck. I've had people tell me that I should turn off lemon spam, they call it. How can it ever be considered spam when a viewer is donating to you? This is the platform we play on, DLive. I'm getting donated to, and I've been told to turn that off? That's not spam. This is viewers donating. This is staying on. This is part of the platform. I salute those that did it. Hendrix there as well. I see you, Hendrix. Charlotte Rose. Crikey. I see ya. Classic. And Charles with the lemons there. I see it too. I see it. I reckon my messages are buried by all those lemons. Redox Bear, what did you say? Let me go back up and scroll. Redox. Jeepers Creepers. It's Shyla. There's a rip in your jeans. I've been using the Brave browser since 1969. The bat was molested. Depending on the basic attention price. I've been using the Brave browser. I'm using it as we speak. Kicking Saturday. Right on, man. Right on. I reckon it's better to convert basic attention token to Bitcoin or Litecoin. Bat caused COVID. Basic attention token caused COVID. So I'm going to just continue talking over the donations because this is the stream. This is the platform. Again, Charlotte Rose. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Hendrik. Very kind of you. And Music Man as well. So it's going to be difficult for me to get my train of concentration together, but I'll try. So I converted some BAT and staked it, hexed and staked it 5555. So I don't have as much as I would have if that didn't happen. But what I do have is enough to want to stash it on. So it's already on a website. You know they say don't ever leave your coins on an exchange? Technically it's not really an exchange. Uphold is more of a wallet, although it's a DEX as well, I guess. But it's already sitting on a website doing nothing. And so I don't really, what I'm trying to get at is YouHodler potentially going to take the basic attention token and never give it back? That may happen, right? But then again, it's kind of easy come, easy go. Like I didn't do anything. I just had a browser and therefore I've got BAT to the tune of about 40 US bucks. So this is why I don't really feel too concerned about doing this. We're going to do it on the stream today. I'm going to actually go ahead and stake my... Well, of course, we're going to take a look at it first. I got a few videos lined up. This one here, YouHodler Tutorial 2022, how to use YouHodler to earn passive income. Then, of course, we're going to take someone here who's just questioning whether it is a safe investment. My brutally honest opinion on YouHodler. And then this guy here. This guy lost $1,000 in 2 hours by using a feature of YouHodler called multi-hodl. So I'm curious to learn about it, and I'm curious to do it on stream so that you guys can maybe you want to do it as well. Maybe you want to stake your basic attention token, and you're wondering, well, hang on, that's all the way over there on Uphold, and I got to go and do YouHodl as well, and I got to KYC and all that crap. Maybe you don't want to. You'll see it happen on this stream. You can also donate directly to people with BAT on Twitter, Reddit, etc. Yes, I've got that all set up. I have all that set up. Actually, not on Twitter. Not on Twitter, I don't think. Kicking Saturday agrees. KB Doc Holiday in the house. G'day, Doc Holiday. How you doing? Wow! How you doing, man? Charlotte Rose. Oh, it's a lot quieter, isn't it? Very, very cool. Very kind of you guys to donate at the early stages of the stream. Much appreciation. Charlotte, I lost $1,000 in 1 hour Christmas shopping. That can happen. So what I want to do, I do want to take a look at this video, but to get into this, I also want to grab myself a coffee so we can sit back and enjoy the content and critique it. Thank you, Hendrik. Very, very kind of you. And when we come, so what I'm getting at is, I'm going to stay right here momentarily. Wow! I'm going to go and grab a coffee. When we come back, we'll take a look at these videos about YouHodler. Mayonnaise! Wow! And maybe we'll then go ahead and take our... No, we won't. Mayonnaise! Wow! I guess I'll just be sitting right here. Do you not want me to go and get a coffee? Is that what's going on? Can't I leave for a coffee? I cannot! How about pennies on the dollar for basic attention token? I mean, you don't get much, right? You don't get much. But the thing is, wow! You're already using a browser. This is what I always say. You're already using a browser. And if you're using Chrome, which most people do, the experience is virtually the same, except you get a little ad that pops up on the side and you go, oh, there's an ad. No worries. It's not even an ad in the browser. It's an ad that, it's a banner ad that pops out on my Mac anyway. It pops out of the side. And then you can click on it and disappears. Or you can just leave it. Apparently if you leave it, you get better return on it. Coffee is bad for you. Hendrik, did I see you live this morning at some ungodly hour? Not ungodly, like 9 a.m. or something. Were you live this morning, dude? This coffee is bad for you. Whiskey is better. Well, whiskey is better. Thank you, Hendrik. Thank you, Hendrik. Thank you, Shala. Coffee is bad for you, but I really want one. Now's my chance, right? Now's my chance. All right, I'm going to grab a coffee. I'll be right back. And then we'll look at the YouHodl video. I'll be right back. Kettle's still boiling, but I see that comment. Charlotte sent him Gentleman Jack, and he drank it like water. Did you drink a whole bottle of Gentleman Jack last night, Hendrik? And then I did an away from keyboard stream, right? Wow. Strictly speaking, I only just finished that stream now. Holy length of stream, Hendrik. That's crazy. By the way, how much smoother is Gentleman Jack than Regulation Old Number 7? Incredible. Kettle's boiling. All right, hot coffee, ready for the roll. Feeling good. So YouHodler, shall we take a quick look at my basic attention token I was talking about before? If we go to the Brave browser here, folks, this is what my Brave browser looks like right now. Unfortunately, I don't think that goes any larger. Oh no, it does. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. So as you can see here, my token balance is 45 basic attention token, or 45 and a half. My bad, that's only worth $36 US. I was looking at this thinking it was US dollars before. I hadn't paid much attention to it. So we don't have a fair amount here, but it's worth doing this. Who did that? Shiloh Rose! Goodness gracious me.
I just want to tell you how it feels.
I just want to tell you how it feels. The triple, there's a triple give in there, right? The diamonds, there it is, folks. A diamond lemon ice cream, triple freaking gift.
Jesus. Bees, ease, cheese, ease, needs, me's, leaves, keys, me, daisies, weeds, teas, leaves, me's, bees, me's, lands, water face.
Thank you, Charlotte, for the triple freaking gift. Hendrik's in there as well. Shit. Wow, shit. We're going to have a hard time here, aren't we? I feel like we're going to have a difficult time learning about... What are we learning about again? YouHodler. No, we're going to persist. We're going to persist. Didn't pay basic attention? Slap. Keep your damn basic attention token out of my wife's mouth. That's completely the wrong quote, isn't it? Keep your basic attention token out of my wife's mouth. I'm gonna get a migraine from all these lemons. Hendrik, Charlotte, thank you very much. Very kind of you. But this is what we see here. We got 45 BAT to play with. And then if you check the Uphold wallet, which looks like this is my wallet here on Uphold. As you can see here, there is my representative of BAT right here. That's the 45. So we got 3 tabs open, but this tab here is the, I guess when you go to the homepage on Brave, you see you see your balance. And then if you go to the Uphold wallet, you see where your actual balance lies. And so there it is right there. Can you see that? Yeah, it's a bit hard to see at that size. Brave browser 45. And then when you sign into YouHodler, which I have, you can see that I've got no coins here. And there is an opening here. Can we make that larger? There you go. There is an opening here for BAT. So what we're going to do is we're going to essentially send the basic attention token from here to here. And then there'll be a representative over there. There'll be 45 or slightly less after the fees. And you can see here, you're going to earn 3% APR, which isn't very good, right? I'm not saying it's incredibly wonderful, but like I said, that BAT is going to sit in the Uphold wallet anyway. I mean, it's sitting there. It's been there the whole time. The only time we've ever taken out of here is when I wanted to take that $100 or whatever and buy the hex with it. So it's going to sit there, or it's going to earn 3%. Better earning 3%. My only inquiry when we get to that will be, how long have I got to lock it up for? And can I add to it as we go? If I lock it down for 12 months, can I not add any more BAT to it? Or can I keep topping it up when I earn more BAT? Or is that not a thing? We'll see. This is no joke. Shyla and I are really going to go and see Bibi in Brisbane. I know that, Hendrik. I do know that. I saw that. You chatted with me. We all chatted about that, and I'm a little jealous. Anyway, let's move over and learn about YouHodler. Now, if you're not familiar with the term hodler or hodl, because you are new to crypto, perhaps you're curious about crypto, perhaps you're considering crypto, or perhaps you're confused by crypto, all those 3 CCCs, well, hodl is a misspelling of the word hold. It's a typo. Apparently it goes back in the early days of Bitcoin. Someone typed hold wrong. Just buy it and hold it. And they spelt it HODL. And so then that became a word of its own, hodl. What does it mean? Hold. Buy it, hold it. Then the ideas came that it actually stands for something. What could it stand for? Hold on for dear life. I think they made that sort of like, oh, that's what it stands for. After the fact, it was a typo. So it goes anyway. Let's take a look at the YouHodler experience. This is a tutorial video from a channel called Every Bit Helps. How to use your YouHodler to earn passive income. Now, this is probably going to talk about multiple cryptocurrencies. I'm only thinking about this for BAT, for me. You may want to send Bitcoin and Ethereum onto the YouHodler website. I personally probably wouldn't do that for 3% APR. I don't think I'd be going for that. But maybe it's probably different for the bigger coins, right? For the shit coins, it's probably a smaller APR. And for the actual coin, they say that Bitcoin is the only coin and every other coin is therefore an altcoin or a shit coin. That would include Ethereum. Whoa! Let's have a look, folks. Every bit helps.
YouHodler is a crypto exchange and lending platform where you can borrow and earn interest of up to 12% APR on your deposits. Plus, you can also get involved in margin and leverage trading.
Do you reckon she's an English woman? Yeah, I reckon she's got a little bit of English in her. She's a bit of a pommy.
In this video, we're going to go through a full beginner's guide to YouHodler, showing you how to create an account, deposit, buy, exchange, earn, borrow, and leverage. And there'll be a timeline.
See, they want you to leverage trade with it. See, this is the problem, right? They want you to get your coins onto their website, then leverage trade them and get fucking wrecked. I'm hodling on to Dear Charlotte. Now I'm simping. Oh, Hendrik confessed simping in the chat. There you go, Charlotte. You've been simped. You've got a simperer. Simper? You're the simper? No, you're the employer. You're the simper, and Hendrik's the simpee. The English language.
Summary below for those of you that just want to jump to specific parts of the tutorial. For a complete YouHodler review, please check out everybithelps.co.uk. First up, a little bit about YouHodler. YouHodler is an EU and Swiss-based brand with 2 main offices in Cyprus and Switzerland, and they're an active blockchain association member with the Financial Commission. There are 5 main features to the platform, which are the savings account, where you can earn up to 12% APR on your crypto.
So USDT, is that what I saw? Did I see that correct? The tether, okay, so the tethers, but all the tethers earn you, so USDT, USDC, and TUSD, they're all the tether coins, they earn you 12%. They earn you the maximum. DAI also earns you 12. HUSD, BUSD, and then it drops down, Euro, I guess that's a Euro stable coin. EURS, I've never heard of it. I guess it's Euro stable coin. Then it drops right down to 4%, 4.8% for basic attention to for Bitcoin. Sorry, 4.8% for Bitcoin. So not great returns, right? 6.2% for Link though. Whoever makes a real digital dollar with digital bonuses, that'd be nice. In short, a digital dollar will also match the bank, a real bank. Is that what you want, Kicking Saturday? You want a real digital dollar, right?
The savings account, where you can earn up to 12% APR on your crypto. Loans, with a 90% LTV rate. An exchange and ways that you can buy your crypto.
Boy.
Plus 2 more advanced features, which are multi-hodl and turbocharge.
So this multi-hodl thing, I've heard bad things about. I've heard this is a bit sketch.
There are ways that you can boost your savings and trade with leverage.
See? Trading with leverage. Be very, very careful with that. I've tried it twice and lost everything each time.
Crypto savings products are becoming increasingly popular, and it's a great way to make more money from crypto that would be sitting idle in a wallet. Customers can deposit crypto.
Well, it'd be sitting idle in a wallet, but it will be safe. You put it onto a site, the site may disappear overnight and take your coins with them. So at least it's safe. That's why I got to stress this. I don't mind doing this with my BAT to the tune of $38 worth. I probably wouldn't advise doing this. Well, I wouldn't advise anything because I'm not a financial advisor, but I'd be acting very warily if you're thinking about doing it with a great sum of money in form of some cryptocurrency that you're going to pop on that website. Because once it's out of your wallet, it's on that site and then it can be gone. As quickly as you've heard about this site, they can disappear as well. Speaking of disappearing, I'm going to disappear for a second and open my door. It's really warm back here. Yes, that is a hole in my pants. Thank you, Hendrik. I got to get some new pants, right? Hendrik, Kicking Saturday, I make 25 cents for every dollar that is used on the internet. That'd be nice. Well, that would be nice. That would be nice. Be very, very, very careful. Right on, Kicking Saturday.
Such as Bitcoin, USDT, USDC, BNB, XRP, and ETH into a YouHodler savings account with rates up to 12%, and interest funds are deposited weekly. There's no minimum or maximum term. Simply deposit and earn interest for as long as you want.
There's no minimum or maximum term. So I could just stop it whenever I want and add more to it. That's pretty cool.
And for those of you that are wanting to turn crypto into cash, YouHodler offers loans, where you can borrow using your crypto as collateral. With YouHodler, 40 different coins can be deposited as collateral with options to convert into other cryptocurrencies, and you can withdraw to bank accounts, debit cards or credit cards. Now there obviously are fees for every transaction and exchange, and we're going to take a look at those during the walkthrough, as well as their multi-hodl combination of savings and loans, and their features where you can cascade loans, named turbocharge.
I'm very, very, very scared about those things.
So let's jump in.
For
those of you that are brand new to YouHodler, we'll have a link in the summary below that you can use. YouHodler is available as a web platform and as a mobile app. However, for the purposes of this tutorial, I'm just going to show you the web platform today.
Very good.
So let's go ahead and get started.
Let's do it.
Where you'll then be prompted to confirm your email address and to create a strong, secure password for your account.
Password.
You're then prompted to sign your contract, and this is where you'll have to go through KYC, which is also known as Know Your Customer. meaning that you'll need to provide all your personal details so that YouHodler knows.
I got to tell you, that process was a little finicky. They use the biometric camera, your camera, to take a photo, and then it does the biometrics scanning back to your passport. And it took me probably about 6 goes to get it to work. You got to rotate your head in a circular motion, which I was doing every time, and it always said, do it again, move closer, do it again. I'm like, dude, I did it. And sometimes you think, is it working and it's just getting multiple readings, or is it not working? It just kept saying, move closer. And I was like, dude, if I go any closer, I'm going to overfill the frame. Redox, I'm never using a centralized exchange ever again. It's so horrible. Apparently they are banned here in Ontario, so now I have to do this KYC shiz. Yeah, right. Fair enough.
Know who you are. YouHodler is a...
Well, just on that note, the KYC thing, know your customer. At any point in cryptocurrency, you're going to eventually have to do that. Like let me just jump out for a second, because this is a pretty key point, or something that possibly, if you're confused by crypto, or if you're curious about crypto, or if you're considering crypto, you might not know this. The moment you off ramp, let's just say it's a one-way street for you. It's a one-way street for your crypto journey. What do I mean by that? Well, you go online, maybe you're hitting these faucet sites. There's a couple of different Discord faucet sites which drip feed you. I mean, I'm looking at 3 right now. You got Pirate Chain, you got Mama Chain, you got Tokel, and you've got QRL Chain. All these places, this is just Discord. You can click a button every 4 hours and they drip feed you their token. Now, the reason that could be considered a one-way street is because you haven't taken any cold hard cash and made it into crypto, but you've got crypto on the internet. So the one-way street is when you want to take that crypto and make it into cold hard cash. That's the one-way part. The two-way part would be putting your cash into crypto and then trading it and getting a bonus or getting a benefit and then coming back out. That'd be the two-way street. That's called off-ramping. So when you off-ramp, you're always going to have to provide your identity, because no one's going to give you money for nothing and your chicks for free unless you can prove that you are the person you say you are. So when it comes time to taking your money into a bank account, that's when you're going to have to go, who am I again? I forgot about that. I didn't even know I had to do that. So if you're always playing on the one-way street online, just collecting coins and never taking them out to realize cold hard cash, you're never going to have the KYC. It's kind of a little strange why this YouHodler site requires the KYC, but I understand if you're going to be taking out loans and their multi-hodl stuff and all that extra bolt-on packages, then sure, you're going to have to prove who you are. For me, I didn't think I would need to KYC. Just to send my BAT over to their site, earn an interest, and then send it back. I didn't think I'd have to do KYC, but you're forced to. So that could be a thing that you'd be like, I'm not touching that, and I understand it. That ruins the whole point of crypto, in my opinion. But you do need to realize gains at some point, Redox Bear. And gains, as it stands in 2022, what can you do with crypto? You can't really do anything with it. You can't buy food with it. You can't pay your rent with it. Some places maybe you can, but predominantly you're going to have to get it into real cold hard cash at some point. And that's when you got to say, yeah, I am who I say I am. But this site, I don't know about that. I didn't really agree with that at that point.
Centralized platform and does have to adhere to regulation. YouHodler know who you are. YouHodler is a centralized platform and does have to adhere to regulations, and therefore it's not somewhere that you can expect to remain anonymous.
Yes, exactly.
You'll need to provide documents such as uploading photographic ID and taking a selfie with your supporting document.
Do you reckon that's her? It's a pretty cool passport photo. I mean, I've never had a passport photo that looks anything good as good as that. Mind you, I'm not a woman either.
You
Whoopsie.
may also be asked to verify your address too by uploading a recent bill or a
King Samuga, how you doing? What is YouHodler? We're just learning about it right now, dude. Essentially, I'll give you the TLDR. It is a centralized exchange, and it's also a loan platform where you can use your crypto for collateral, and you can earn interest by holding the crypto on their site, or you can also go out and get loans on their site. Be very, very wary of this crap, though. It's extremely... I think this stuff's pretty sketchy. Personally, I think this is sketchy. The only reason I'm looking at it today is because I'm going to put some BAT on there. The reason I'm happy to do BAT and nothing else, you get BAT for nothing by using the Brave browser. And by the way, then it gets put onto... what's the site called? What's the wallet called? Uphold. And so it's sitting on a website anyway. So the way I see it is it's either going to sit at uphold.com in their wallet, or it's going to sit in YouHodler.com in their wallet and then earn me a token 3% interest. And I do 3% in inverted commas because it's the wrong thing to do. You shouldn't do that. I probably should have done that, right? 3% is not much, but there's no fixed terms for it. You can take it in and out whenever you want. So basically, it's like BlockFi, which I've been using for a year. BlockFi got slapped with a $100 million fine by the SEC. I don't know BlockFi. I don't use it. I don't know anything about it. Hendrik, I always flirt with my passport photographers. They always turn out great. I took my own this time around. My photo is done by me, by myself. So did I flirt with myself? Well, I did pay myself. Shit.
bank statement so that you can use fiat services on their platform. Before you start using their services, I always recommend enabling security before you start depositing funds onto any type of crypto platform.
Security!
Centralized platforms are always targets for cybercriminals, which they make their best efforts to secure. However, your account is only ever as secure as you make it. So if you head across to your profile on the left-hand side of the screen and go down to security, in here is where you can add an extra level of security to your account. And in this way, they'll ask you for a security code every time you log in. With YouHodler, you can use SMS or Google Authenticator to create these codes for you. Then once your account is secure, you can then start...
Kicking Saturday, I wonder, play music, make crypto? That's food for thought. You need to learn about Audius. We've already done it. Audius is the platform where you can put your music up and they pay you in crypto. You earn the audio token. Go and have a look. It's called Audius. Audius. You know what I'll do? Check this out, man. Check this out. Let me freaking show you what I mean, just super quickly. Audius.co. Guess where I'm taking you? Audius.co. That's This is my page. I'll put this in the chit chat. You can go and have a look at that. But right here is where you basically listen to my music. These are my albums. And I earn crypto. Actually, that's not true. You don't earn for playback, but you can earn crypto on their site. And you can go and have a look at other trending and receive rewards by listening to the tracks and blah, blah, bling, blong, blang. Just to cut in there on a side note, that's what you asked about, and I gave you the answer. Bam. Thank you, Kicking Saturday.
to deposit funds into here. The first place that we're going to start is the wallet. And this
The
is where
wallet.
you can deposit, withdraw, exchange and boost. And all the wallet holders are protected by the Blockchain Association. So let's take a look at depositing.
All the wallets are protected by the Blockchain Association. It's a funny way of saying it.
First. With fiat deposits such as GBP, Euros, US dollars, you can deposit via wire. And with GBP, there is a £20 deposit fee, which can
Firewire? It's Thunderbolt these days, love. Audius. I'll put the link there anyway, man.
take between 24 hours and 5 days to complete. With US dollars, that's $25. And as I said, with fiat services, you'll need to have verified your address too.
Dude, there's a $25 fee to deposit via wire transfer? Or does that go through the Ethereum network or something?
You can add more currencies to your wallet here too, by clicking on to Add Wallets, where you'll then find a whole host of traditional or fiat currencies, plus cryptocurrencies too that you can add to your wallet. I'm just going to add euros now as an example by choosing to add wallet.
Hendrik, I'm going to pour another Gentleman Jack. I am jealous of you, man. I am jealous of that Gentleman Jack. I got to tell you. So tasty.
And if we head back, this is now appearing here. Now with wire transfers, there's also a minimum deposit of $100 or euros, or for GBP that's £300. Now depositing fiat currencies is quite expensive, but if you wanted to continue, you'll then be presented with the bank details to send your funds across to. And it's really important to include the payment reference that's shown on your screen, so that they can map the deposit and your account together. If you already have some crypto that you can deposit...
I got it. This is why I love you. Thank you, Kicking Saturday. Thank you, man. I hope you enjoy my music too. Go and look at my music by albums, because I don't just put up random songs, I put up albums of music.
You will find that this will be a cheaper way of depositing your funds into your account. To deposit crypto, click onto the crypto you'd like to deposit. And if the option isn't already available from the list, you can obviously add the wallet as we did earlier with euros.
Best served neat. Dude,
YouHodler.
Crypto. Gentleman Jack is awesome neat room temperature. Hell yeah. And then if you're going to try it with Coke, ice and real Coke. None of this Aldi, Woolworths, no-name Coke. Get the real thing, full of sugar, and love it. I got the link. Great. Yeah, cheers, man. Cheers, Kicking Saturday.
It does support multiple networks, which is a great way to save on network fees when you're depositing too. So for the likes of USDT, you can send this to YouHodler on the Omni, ERC20 and BEP20 networks.
Probably wouldn't want to use the ERC20.
As you may already be aware, the Ethereum ERC20 network does have some pretty high fees right now, so using the likes of the BEP20 network could potentially save you on some fees. To proceed, select the network that you're going to be sending your tokens on, and then you can simply copy the wallet
What network is Basic Attention Token on? I guess we'll find that out. I'm not even sure.
address or scan the QR code to send your coins to this address. And there are...
Do you know that, Kicking Saturday? What blockchain is Basic Attention Token on? I can't remember, because we've traded it before. We've traded some out to Hex. I can't remember what it was though.
Some rules in here too, which are pretty important and could potentially easily be missed. For example, with USDT, they state to send 10 USDT or more to prevent an invalid deposit process. And this amount varies depending on the type of crypto that you're depositing.
Do you guys remember? See that warning there? Just send a $10 test before you go ahead and send the real amount. Do you guys remember when I did get my... I guess it was nearly 2 years ago when I first got into crypto, and I got all that BTT and I converted it out to Bitcoin and whatnot, and it was about $30,000 worth. Remember how? Can you imagine this? Like just completely sidestepping this whole YouHodler story at the moment. When I one of the first transactions I made in cryptocurrency was to the tune of about $30,000. You understand that I was peaking at that point because I didn't know what I was doing. In fact, this is kind of an interesting little sidestep because at that particular point, there were so many people on DLive, viewers, like people in my streams that were there to help me in terms of cryptocurrency. It was like, it was so different back then. Like, yeah, I remember there was like 40 or 50 people watching that stream, and there was about 20 people offering advice, and you know, people were telling me, "Oh, that's not the real Bitcoin. You got to." Remember that person came in saying, "I'm literally about to hit send for $30,000 worth approx. Maybe it was probably even more, 34,000." And then just before I do it, someone goes, "That's not the real Bitcoin." And I'm like, "That's what? What is it then? If it's not the real Bitcoin, what the hell is it?" And he said, "That's not Bitcoin." And then the chat's like, "Yes, it is Bitcoin. Look at the contract address. Go and compare it." And I'm like, "What do I do? What do I do?" Flame TV, how you doing? Speaking of people on DLive who are into crypto, this is an example. Flame TV, don't think we've seen you before. I appreciate you being here. Thank you very much. Basic Attention Token is on Ethereum. Okay, well, I'm not excited by that because of the fees, but okay. Got the app. Music Man Crypto is the only way to buy from Russia and North Korea right now. Sanction free. Yeah. DLive was great at some point. Let's not forget that. Yeah, I guess that's kind of what I was sort of pointing out or alluding to, that at that time, I was curious about crypto, I was considering crypto, and I was confused by crypto. And there was a whole bunch of crew to help me to do the right thing. And I guess that's why I really love these crypto streams, because I'm trying to do that same thing back to people that might be watching that don't know what they're doing, or that are frightened, or that not sure. And when this woman talked about sending a $10 like test transaction just to see, that reminded me of before when we did that. When we sent, instead of a $30,000 transaction, we did a drip feed of $2 worth, and it was like, yep, that all worked. And then we sent the other, and that's how I bought Bitcoin. That was cool. Those were cool days. Let's not get too nostalgic, though.
Once you've run through these, you can then send your funds across from your wallet, another exchange, or a lending platform to this address. If this is the first time, I'd recommend sending a smaller test amount first.
If this is the first time, I'd recommend a smaller amount. She sounds Australian. It all started going downhill when they banned the top two earners, Nipples Fuentes and Owen Benjamin. I mean, this is undeniable, because then we all lost. Like, don't forget, I was earning off the back of those guys. Like, every time they got donated, I got donated, or I earned. So that was good.
Before you send all of your crypto. But just bear in mind the minimum values. With crypto, transactions are non-retractable. Therefore, you just want to double check everything that you're doing. I'm going to go ahead now and deposit $100 of USDT. And the confirmation time, i.e. how long funds will take to arrive in your wallet, will vary on the network that you've sent your funds on.
That
and
looked
how
like it was instant.
it is. Then once your funds have been deposited, they'll then appear under your balance at the top of the screen within your wallet. And you'll need to click onto the Sign Savings Reward button on the top of the wallet page so that you can start earning interest on your crypto. And if you've deposited fiat...
So this is where we'll have to go and start earning percentage.
Instead, I'll show you in a moment how to convert or swap this into crypto. You'll then be presented with a pop-up where you can read and watch all the necessary materials and agree to the Savings Reward Agreement. Now you can choose to start earning. Once that's done, you'll start earning interest. And with USDT, you can see that the rate here is at 12.3% APR. And the interest that you earn is paid once a week to all of your wallets that have that APR label. You can also view your Savings Reward Agreement at the top of the screen here. Plus it'll show the maximum amount that you can earn interest on. Next, let's take a look at swapping your crypto, because this is an incredibly easy way to convert from one crypto to another, or simply convert your deposited fiat currency into a cryptocurrency. So let's click onto Exchange beside the crypto that you want to swap. And you'll then be taken to the Convert screen.
I just want to tell you how it feels.
I just want to tell you how it feels. Michelle K. Hello, Michelle. How you doing? Hey, the diamond, the ice cream, and the lemon. Sometimes that gets called the triple threat, but here on the Gives a Minute D live stream, we like to call that the triple freaking give. We don't actually call it the freaking give, we just call it triple give. Cheers.
Jesus. Bees, ease, cheese, ease, needs, me's, leases, keys, mean, daisies, wins, teas, leaves, me's, these bees, mean, mind, water veins.
So you can call it the triple freaking give if you want. I like saying the word freaking. Thank you, Michelle. Didn't say anything either, just came in with a triple give. Very kind of you. I hope you're doing well.
Then have the crypto that you're swapping from, and underneath you have the option of what you'd like to swap to. You can then enter in the amount that you'd like to convert, which you can type in, or you can use the predefined amounts from your portfolio.
Man, she's very thorough, this woman, isn't she?
Once you've entered the amount, it then shows the approximate amount that you'll receive. This can be swapped to cryptocurrencies or fiat. So if you've deposited fiat and you wanted to swap that for a crypto, you can easily do that from here. Or if you had crypto and you wanted to sell that for fiat, you can also do so. Alternatively, you can also swap crypto to crypto. And the amount and the fees will also show in here, as well as the rate. To go ahead, you'll need to agree to the conversion services and then choose to convert. And you'll find your converted transaction in the transaction history with a pending status.
Pending.
After the transaction is complete, you'll then see the actual amount that you got from the conversion. and your newly swapped crypto will then appear in your wallet.
Lovely.
Just be aware
Jolly
though,
good.
that while your transaction is executing, the actual amount that you'll get after the conversion may differ by around 1% from the expected exchange rate that you saw on the convert form. With YouHodler, you can also buy crypto from the top of the screen with a credit card, where there's a host of different cryptos that you can buy. They then use third-party providers Simplex and MoonPay to complete your purchase.
When
To
Moon.
successfully receive funds on YouHodler wallet, you will need to enter your crypto address, which in this case is obviously Bitcoin. And you'll need to do that manually onto their sites, so you can copy the address from here. Then enter in the amount that you'd like to buy in your chosen currency,
Boy.
and it will show you how much you'll get approximately. You'll then need to enter in your country of residence and agree to the terms of use and privacy policy, and then choose to exchange. This is where you'll then need to paste in that YouHodler address that we just copied, and choose to continue. You're then redirected to their third-party providers, where you'll be charged around a 4.7% handling fee. Now this
Mr. Sock fell off his chair? Is that code for you just fell down, Hendrik?
definitely won't be the cheapest way of purchasing your crypto, as the fees are usually very high. Plus you'll need to pay a network or a transaction fee too. The next thing we'll do is take a look at their loans, before we head across to Multi-Hodl and Turbocharger.
Okay, I don't really want to see too much about the loans because we're not interested in taking a loan out. She did say she had timestamps here, didn't she? Yes, here we go. How to use Multi-Hodl and Turbocharger.
Now we're going to take a look at Multi-Hodl, which you can reach by using the boost button from your wallet screen, or by going to Multi-Hodl, which is what we're going to do now. Multi-Hodl is essentially a margin trading tool, where you can trade the volatility of a cryptocurrency pair, betting on the increase or the decrease of the crypto prices with some additional leverage. With margin
We won't be doing this, but it's interesting to look at. This is like liquidity pairs, right?
trading, there is an element of risk. So please only use these type of tools if you've got enough money to lose.
You're going to lose
If
it
you
all,
choose to
basically.
go ahead, you'll want to select the crypto pair, and this doesn't necessarily need to be the crypto that you're currently holding in your wallet. You'll then see a chart showing you how well the price is tracking or performing in the past over specific periods of time. These type of trades aren't going to
Code
be
word orange. Hendrik, what does that entail? Code word orange.
long-term. So if you want smaller time frames to view on
Red code, don't do leverage trading. That's my advice too. Not financial advice, just general common sense. Do not do what this woman is telling us to do. Do not.
chart, you can switch to the candlestick charts to view 1 minute, 5 minutes, etc. Next, you need to choose whether or not you think the price is going to go up or down. I'm just going to choose up, for example. And there will be another chart where again you can change the formats and the time frames. You then enter the source of collateral. If you wanted to trade ETH BTC, for example, you don't actually have to be holding Bitcoin. Then you choose the amount. If you're new to this style of trading, i.e. margin and leverage, it's definitely worth testing this out first with a smaller amount initially. Next, choose how much you want to leverage, which is the level of risk that you're willing to
100%.
take, and also the number of loans. If you click onto adjust TP and MC, which is your take profit and margin call levels, these are set by default for you, and you can limit your risk by setting these. When you change these, you'll see them change on the chart above too. You can choose any take profit level you want. Plus you can also change both levels anytime later after you've created your multi-hodl too.
Mr. Sock told me that. I have no idea what that means. Mr. Sock's speaking to you now, Hendrik. How much of that gentleman jack have you had, dude?
If you then click on to show details, it provides a bit of information stating that multi-hodl multiplies your crypto by taking an automated chain of loans. Your crypto is used as collateral to take the first loan in the chain, and the loan is then converted back to the initial coin and used to take another loan. The number of loans in the chain depends on the multiplier level. And it shows the initial amount that I've entered in here in USDT, which is 100.
Basically, you're going to get screwed.
And then it shows how it converts this into the number of loans you've chosen. As it states, the borrowed amount from the last loan is kept in the loan balance to decrease the repayment. When you choose your multi-hodl, the total loan repayment is paid using the collateral funds from your loan. It also shows the rollover fee in here too. And it's worth mentioning that when you
Code orange is an evacuation. Hendrik, you evacuated? What is it? Does that mean you threw up, dude? What does evacuate mean?
do choose start, you will start with a loss due to the rollover fee. Then turbocharge is a more risky version of the multi-hodl feature.
Oh my God. There's a more risky version of leverage trading on this website. So leverage trading, conveniently called multi-hodl to make it sound more appealing. Now there's one that's even worse.
With this, you're creating a cascade of loans, and it allows you to put down your crypto and take out multiple loans to increase your crypto assets.
Wow, dude.
And the idea behind this is to leverage your crypto and take profit from the price growth.
You can lose
So you
more,
enter in
right?
the crypto and the amount that you'd like to use as collateral for the first loan.
Dude, this just is so dangerous, hey? Like, people that do this just... Like I said, I've done leverage trading twice. Each time I've done it with free Bitcoin that I've earned by tapping a button every 4 hours on Stormgain, an app on your phone, Stormgain. Go and install that app, Stormgain. Go to the miner section. Tap the miner every 4 hours. When you reach $10 worth of Bitcoin, you can go and trade it on their site. Once you've traded it, any profit you earn, you can then take out as your own. So you can't. So you spend like 5 months pressing this button every 4 hours, and you accumulate $10 worth of Bitcoin. It's not Bitcoin you can take off and go and cash out yourself. You have to trade it on their website, on their exchange. So what I've done is, well, I'm like, well, hang on a second. This is the greatest time to maximize my gains, because all I did was press a button to get this Bitcoin. So I leverage traded the absolute wazoo out of it 2 times. Both times I've done it, lost it all. Pretty much, it almost happened immediately once I hit make the trade or make the accept the trade, and it just went, you've lost, you're done. So my advice is, do not do this with real money. But if you're using Stormgain and you've been pressing it and you've got enough bucks, leverage trade it, because if you cash it out and somehow it works for you, you might make a lot that you can take. But if you do it with your own money, be very, very aware that it's gone. Virtually the moment you agree to do it, you've lost it. Rob Mack, hey Gibbs and Gibbs, how you doing, man? This English lady is more or less than give me everything, and who cares if they're losing the end. It's very frightening. This is displayed, or the context, or not the context, the delivery method here is very calm and collected, but what she's talking about is extremely risky, and nearly everybody that does it loses. G'day away from Keyboard Henny.
Select a plan. And YouHodler then uses that loan to buy more crypto and repeats this steps as many times as you like, which you select from the slider here. And there are a number of ways you can manage these loans, with a take profit price designed so that once it's reached, YouHodler automatically uses the collateral to repay the fees. You'll also want to pay attention to the PDL level, which means that if the price drops...
Hendrik, I didn't get banned this time. Apparently you didn't get banned last time either. Apparently that was not what happened. Spend $20, get a risk. I think the English lady is worth 50. This is how they get money for the hodler, for the website, right?
By this amount, your collateral will be liquidated and your position will be closed. Also, watch out for the fees that are shown on every loan. If you keep your position open for 10 days, you will pay a 0.5% fee on every loan. And the more days that you choose, the higher the fee will be, as you can see here. As with 30 days, that's 2.1% and 3.2% for 61 days. Leveraging funds also do come with a lot of risk, so please tread with caution here. But you'll need to read and agree again, and then turbocharge. Then finally, we're going to take a look at how to withdraw from your wallet. If you're withdrawing fiat currencies like euros, you can do so to a credit card or to a bank wire, and these come with varying fees and prices. And these will also vary depending on if
people
you're
get greedy,
US
Redco,
dollars or GBP.
This is the problem, right?
If you're withdrawing crypto, you can simply enter the amount that you'd like to withdraw from the platform, and any minimum withdrawal values will also show. Then you'd enter in the address of the wallet or the exchange or the lending platform that you want to send your funds to, and just ensure that they do accept both the crypto and the network that you're sending your crypto
Wonder what the
on.
fee's like.
You can then check the box to confirm that that's correct. And if you're worried, again, it might be worth sending a smaller test amount first before you go ahead and send all.
Want to see, last time I was banned for sure, want to see the email trail. Can you put it in my Discord, dude? Pop it in my Discord, just in the general, because I'd love to see that, because I was told, no, that's not what happened. Not by you, by somebody else.
All of your crypto. And the fees that you'll receive will all depend on the network you choose. For example, with ERC20 here, I'll need to pay a 20 USDT charge. However, for the same transaction on the BEP20 network, for example, that fee is just 1 USDT. So it's worth withdrawing on networks where the fees are lower if that's possible for you. Then finally, there's their transaction history, which shows a list of transactions here. And you can also check these on the Blockchain Explorer, for example.
Shows you how much you've lost.
That completes my overview of YouHodler.
So
you enjoyed this video.
That's an overview of YouHodler. If you want to go and support this lovely lady's channel, I'll just pop it in the chit chat for you if you want to go and have a look at that yourself. Let's move on and take this video from CryptoBeau. That's how you say that word, isn't it? B-E-A-U is Beau. YouHodler review, my brutally honest opinion on YouHodler. Kicking Saturday, just a heads up, my UPS, which is an uninterrupted power supply, is caught fire and an APC will not do anything. What? You caught fire? Your UPS caught fire and the APC will not do anything. I don't know what APC is, dude.
Everybody wants to be a fucking bank, and YouHodler is no exception. Hey, I'm CryptoBeau, and today I'm talking about YouHodler, a centralized crypto exchange, a centralized crypto lending and earn platform with, I think, a little bit of an insidious marketing bent to it. So click the link in the description if you want to sign up, but please don't. YouHodler, if you're unfamiliar,
so this guy's obviously against it.
Is a Swiss crypto lending platform founded by this man right here, Ilya Volkov, which is cool and sleek and employs people who really enjoy pine cones and loves a pine cone. But I'll tell you right off the bat, not a huge fan. And you may have seen this in some of my other reviews. I'm just not generally a fan of centralized platforms that are not pure crypto fiat gateways. Any sort of centralized crypto lending platform, to me, feels like it goes against the spirit of cryptocurrency in general, which is all about decentralization and banking yourself. When you start pooling money in a custodial way, you end up trusting a central entity, and Bitcoin is all about subverting the trust that we have in central entities by saying we don't need trusted systems. We can.
This is my take on it too. We said this earlier. APC is the brand of the UPS. Oh, okay. So yours caught fire, King Saturday? Wow, dude.
Operate on trustless systems. And so YouHodler, again, you know, they're cryptocurrency, but, you know, it seems like they kind of want to be one of the banks. And then insert, you know, Batman, either you live, you know, either you die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
I totally know what it is. Don't be stupid.
Now, they offer pretty competitive earn rates up to 12.3% for Tether, which means that the thing that they want the most is Tether.
Tether.
USDT. Tether. Why? I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine.
Because it's one-to-one backed.
And then slightly lower rates for better stable coins. Now, I will mention that this service is not available in the United States. Why, you ask? Who knows? Maybe they don't like US regulations. But either way, the only way that you can get money in is either by transferring in cryptocurrency directly or through a SEPA transfer. I would give you an example of what the platform looks like, but unfortunately I live in the United States and I refuse to use a VPN to sign up for shitty services. Now, YouHodler seems pretty nice, honestly. They're probably paying out well, but I have two main criticisms of them, which is why I'm taking this sort of negative tone, especially.
My main criticism of this video is you need to get a microphone that doesn't pick up your squeaking chair, or get a better chair.
In this review. One is they won't show us the secret fucking sauce, you know? And this is true of a lot of crypto lending platforms where they will not report their revenue, they're not public about who they're lending to, and they say that it's in order to preserve their competitive edge, which is the line that all of them take, but it means it's so that people can't audit the sort of risky loans that they're making, because these companies are going to be fine when the markets are good, right? When the price of cryptocurrency is generally going up, they're probably going to be okay. When the general market is doing all right, which it may not be, you know, in the very near future.
Hendrik, this is where I want to go back to work. I do love it. Never call me a doll bludger. This is where? Where do you want to work? At YouHodler? What? Where do you want to go to work, dude? Did I miss something?
future. You know, here's looking at you, China. But as soon as things go south, you know, as soon as things look bad, I think we're going to start seeing a lot of these crypto lending platforms who are engaged in risky loans in the same way that the banks were in 2008, engaging in risky credit default swaps. I think we're going to see a lot of margin traders go belly up. And I think that those margin traders are going to take some of these centralized crypto lending platforms with them because they can't promise these insane returns like 12% per year forever. It's just historically unprecedented. So even if they may be able to do it for a couple of years, they won't be able to sustain it, especially if they start melding more and more with the traditional financial economy. I'd like to see their books. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying they're cooking their books, but they could be cooking their books, and we wouldn't know.
What if he's right?
You want him to be right.
Second is their multi-hodl wallet, which is just a fancy way of convincing people to margin trade, which is incredibly risky. And if you're thinking about doing it, don't look at my video here without calling it margin trading. And it's actually, I think, the most insidious thing about it.
I did think that too. It's a bit sly that they've kind of given it their own terminology when it's clearly just margin trading, leverage trading. Back to work in general, preferably back to architecture. I love the creativity. Is that what you're planning on doing for this year? You're looking for a gig up there? Do it, man. Do it.
Is the way that the affiliate program is structured. So like I said, I have a link in the description. You can click to sign up. If you sign up and throw, I think it's like $100 into the platform, they'll reward you and I think me with, in fact, I don't think they reward you anything. I think they just reward me with $20. The best place to see how insidious this is.
Why is he telling us about this affiliate program that he signed up for? Yeah. We will pay you up to $150 per. Wow. What? Wow.
Is to just look at their affiliate program. So the incentive that they're giving me is if I convince you to open a savings account and you put in $1, I'll get $20. Okay, not that bad. But if I then convince you to engage in what is definitely leverage trading, or again, turbocharge, which is another way of margin trading, at least $300, then they'll pay me $130. So the incentive here for all their affiliates is to get you to start gambling on their platform. And they know that if I start you gambling, that you'll probably continue gambling. And that's why, YouHodler, whatever the fuck, makes me so mad, is the way that they incentivize me to
makes him mad, but he's still got the affiliate code there and he's promoted it twice now or 3 times already in a 6-minute video.
Get you to gamble with your cryptocurrency rather than just save your cryptocurrency. It would be one thing if like this were an equal payout, but it's so drastically different that you're going to see videos of people who are just like, YouHodler is great. They're probably going to have a European accent. YouHodler is great. And they're just going to tell you the positives about it. They're not going to tell you about the risks. They're not going to tell you about how, they could be cooking their books and we wouldn't know because there's no transparency. They're not going to tell you about how this is a scheme that is likely over leveraged and the fact that they're in.
It's funny how he wants to see their books, but the main complaint he's got is that it's a centralized exchange. Like a decentralized exchange, you would never see their books. So it's like he's got his foot in both camps here.
Incentivizing the holding of Tether is like maybe a bad thing and maybe a red flag, and they're just going to try and get you to gamble your money away in margin trading on their platform. Again, when they don't even call it margin trading, they call it multi-hodler. Ooh, the multi-hodl wallet. So, in sum, fuck you, hodler. If you want to learn more about scams like these, then click here. I'm CryptoBo. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there.
My take on that is I agree with him, but he has a weird take on it. If you want to grab your own take on his take, I'm going to pop his link in the chit chat here for you too, so you guys can go over and scope his channel. But yeah, my take on that is the same. It's a centralized exchange. They're really shady in the way they're promoting leverage trading. I'm not interested in doing any of that crap. All I want to do is earn 3% APY or APR on my basic attention token. I don't want to add any fiat currency to it. I don't want to take out any loans. I've already got my Uphold wallet, which holds my basic attention token. That's on a website. The way I see it, there's no harm, no foul. I'll take it from there and I'll chuck it on there and we'll sign up for the 3% APR. That's his take on it though. There is another video we'll look at before we do my my exchange, but this guy here must have gone ahead. Yeah, he's gone into the multi-hodl and he lost over $1,000 in 2 hours. And what he's learned about this? Okay.
Welcome back to another video. Today we'll be talking about a unique feature of YouHodler, which is a crypto lending platform that offers also more.
It's very interesting to know this is a European accent, just like CryptoBo said there would be. I bet this guy's got a promo code for us, right? It's coming up. Don't forget to hit my description for the promo code. He's got it.
More sophisticated trading features such as YouHodler, which is a tool that allows you.
Whoa. Did he call this a sophisticated trading feature? Is that what he called it?
Today we'll be talking about a unique feature of YouHodler, which is a crypto lending platform that offers also more sophisticated trading features such as YouHodler, which...
Did you see him look up in the air when he said it? He went, a unique, and he's like, oh, it's not that unique, is it? It's just leverage trading. Watch his eyes.
Welcome back to another video. Today we'll be talking about a unique feature of YouHodler, which...
See that little look up to the sky? That's like, oh shit, it's not really unique, but I told them it's unique. This is how you establish trust. Is that right, Redco? Get them in slightly and then get them. I know I'm good. Like I'm not adding any fiat currency. I'm not adding any other crypto. I'm just going to do my BAT. Sits there. Might as well sit there, right? And I'm willing to lose it as well at that point.
Which is a crypto lending platform that offers also more sophisticated trading features such as YouHodler, which is a tool that allows you to do margin trading with your cryptos and potentially increase your assets or lose them all. In this video, I will walk you through this feature and share with you how I lost over $1,000 in 2 hours and what's good about it.
PP Empire? PG
My name is
Empire.
Jakub from P2P Empire, and if you are new to this channel, P2P Empire is an independent project where we test various platforms with our own funds and share our experience with you. This way, you get a better understanding of how your investments may perform, which will help you manage your expectations. None of the content is sponsored, so we can share our honest experiences with you. If you want to see more content from this channel, don't forget to subscribe and like this video.
You think he's German, Hendrik? I didn't pick it as German. Let's have a look at his channel. P2P Empire. Yeah, there you go. It's German. Oh, it's very good, Hendrik. How you know this? How you get this? He's not German? Well, location's German. I mean, that doesn't mean he's German, but location is German. I didn't pick it though. I didn't pick it. I did not see it.
In this video, we'll be specifically talking about the YouHodler tool. If you want to watch the entire review about YouHodler, you can click on the video in the upper right corner here. So YouHodler is mainly known for its crypto savings account, which is a great way to earn interest on your crypto assets. The platform does, however, offer many more features which might significantly influence the performance of your portfolio. One of those features is also YouHodler, which is in its easiest form a margin trading tool. In short, you can trade the volatility of a cryptocurrency pair with additional leverage. YouHodler does point out the benefits of this tool in various promo videos and blog posts, but let's be honest here, this is a high-risk trading tool. And
let's not forget, like this idea of multi-hodl or leverage trading, you can do it anywhere, right? You can do it on any exchange. So it's not a new feature. So I don't know why. I mean, that probably spells more of an alarm bell for this site itself if they're focusing in on this. He's German. He's probably Swiss German. My ex-wife is Swiss German. Yeah, man, I'm normally pretty good at picking it. I didn't pick it. I mean, now that you've all said it, I'm kind of seeing it, but I didn't pick it at first. I just picked it as European somewhere. I didn't quite get as all the way into the Germans. He didn't quite speak so. Perhaps he speaks a little bit too quick for the German English speak. Normal, it's a little bit slower, I'm Swiss German and I don't get that accent. Are you Swiss German? Are you, Redco? Real cool, man. Are you in Switzerland then? Interesting.
a great way to lose money in a very short period of time. So how does YouHodler work? First, you need to register and open an account on YouHodler. Then you have to deposit some crypto to your YouHodler crypto wallet. After you have added the crypto to your account, you can click on the YouHodler feature and
Zurich. Ah, very cool. Redco, I've spent a fair amount of time in Switzerland. Very cool, dude. Flew into Zurich a bunch of times with the Tracer tours and based ourselves in a place called Wolfville. I don't know if you know. You probably wouldn't know where that is. Solerton. Solerton is the town, I suppose. You know. Oh, well, there you go. Fine then. I'll shut up then.
The currency pair which you want to be trading. YouHodler will show you some popular cryptocurrencies, but you can choose any of the supported currency pairs. You can also star some of them to be able to see them on top of the screen. After you have selected the currency...
Siri, remove this shit, dude. I am touch. Hendrik, are you touch or is that a typo? Are you drunk? Are you drunk, not touch?
Currency pair, you can review the chart over a specific time period to get an idea about the volatility of this cryptocurrency. Next, you have to select whether you think the price will go up or down. Let's say you think it's going to go up. In the next section, you can review the chart again. I suggest you switch to the candlestick chart and have a look at the short-term volatility. You will likely be trading for just a few minutes or hours. It's not a trading tool that's suitable for long-term traders, so the 1 minute, 5 minute and 15-minute candlestick chart are more relevant to you. Next, you have to select the source of the collateral which you will deposit. This means that if you want to trade LTC USD pair, you don't need to hold the Litecoin.
Kicking Saturday, your ex-wife is in Zurich. Ah. I said, das ist ja natürlich Deutsch. Ah. Interesting.
Wallet. You can trade the volatility with whatever other asset you hold. In the next step, you should choose how much collateral you are willing to deposit. If you want to experiment with this tool, I suggest you start with a very low amount that you don't mind losing. You can then select the multiplier. Keep in mind that the more you leverage, the smaller the gap to the margin call value. You should plan for a short-term position, as the longer the position remains open, the more volatility you will be exposed to. Be aware that if the price moves to another direction, chances are that you will lose your position faster. In any case, it's suggested that you review the take profit and margin call values by expanding the drop-down view. The more relevant chart that you should review is the candlestick formation in short-term intervals. Your take profit value should be visible on the chart. You can also adjust the stop loss change so you don't lose the entire trade. Of course, the expected profit will be smaller if you want to hold your position for just a few minutes or hours. Please always keep in mind the volatility of the currency pair. Surely, your price prediction can be accurate in the long run, but you can't time it exactly, which means that before the value reaches your take profit amount, it might as well hit the margin call before doing that. If you are aware of what might happen to your position, you can accept the terms and conditions and start the trade. Right off the bat, you will start with a loss due to the rollover fee. You can always review, edit or close the deal in your multi-hodler portfolio section. If you click on the deal, you can see...
So this is how he did it. He hasn't shown his trade though.
How the price is developing. You can again switch to the candlestick chart and choose a shorter time frame to get a better idea of the current price movement. You can then review the collateral amount, the borrowed sum for this deal, the rollover fee, and you have also access to the legal contract for this deal, which will also be sent to you to your inbox. By clicking on the Show Detail drop-down section, you can learn more about how multi-hodler works. You can always adjust the take profit and margin call values if you wish to do that, or close the deal at any time. As you can see, there is plenty of functionality here. What I personally like is the fact that you will get a legal agreement between you and YouHodler, which is something rather
Jacob Krikchi.
rare in the crypto lending space. Another perk of YouHodler is that you can start multiple positions, which means that if you suddenly see that the price moves into a different position, you might as well open a second deal and lower your losses from the
Might as well open up a second deal, huh? Get in there.
Again, predicting the price movement in a short time frame is impossible, so be wary of this strategy. So now you might be wondering about my experience when I tested this feature. Well, I wanted to test YouHodler for a while, and the current promotion with the chance to win a Tesla seemed to be a good opportunity. Now, I tested multi-hodler on 2 different deals with the LTC USD pair during a bull run with a leverage of 26 and 29 times. In the first deal, the price moved by 3.44% in the opposite direction, and I lost 3 Litecoin within 1 hour. In the second deal, the price moved by 2.85% in the opposite direction, and I lost 2.16 Litecoin within 1 hour and 20 minutes. So in short, I lost a bit more than 5 Litecoin, valued at $1,115 in 2 hours. Certainly, one could come up with a lot of arguments, such as the extreme volatility during the trade. You could also argue that the loss on 2 deals might not show the entire picture of the multi-hodler tool, which certainly is correct. It may, however, show you a possible outcome if you don't have enough experience with multi-hodler yet. Surely you can make some profit.
So he made 2 trades, both of them like against each other, so one down and one up for around about the same, and he lost both. There's I've heard people say that when someone puts in a trade, there's on these centralized exchanges, they have people that literally trade against you, like it's a bot that'll literally do the opposite of what you've done to get you out, right? To basically take your funds. So the moment whatever you've done, there's already a bot working against you. Panel? No panel discussions today. Cryptocurrency.
As well. The chances are, however, not that high as losing your money. In terms of risks, you should be absolutely fine with losing your committed funds. It's basically like day trading on steroids. Margin trading has nothing to do with long-term investing. It's a high-risk strategy that may lead to the total loss of the deposits that you have committed to that deal. So what I have learned from this experience is that
they bet against you. Yeah, and it's not even people, it's just bots, right? Redco, it's automated to the point where as soon as you enter your trade, there's already a trade that's gone against you pretty much the second you hit enter.
A very short-term trading with high volatility and high risk. Unless you can predict the price movement on a short-term period, you will likely lose your money. The reward and risk ratio is therefore not in your favor. There are also no multi-hodler statistics, which would be indeed very interesting. Some margin trading tools on the stock market do need to show the percentage of users who lose money. YouHodler doesn't.
That was an interesting one. That screen
on the
grab.
Stock market.
That's eToro. Oh, I've heard Richard Hart talk about this.
You need to show the percentage.
It says here, you can't see it underneath my my hideous head. It says 67% of retail investor accounts lose money when trading CFDs with this provider.
Of users who lose money. YouHodler doesn't. On the other hand, YouHodler is very transparent with the terms and conditions, and there are no sneaky clauses that you should be aware of. You will also receive a legal contract to you via email. So what's so great about me losing $1,000 in 2 hours? Well, if you are concerned about potential scams in the crypto lending space, I don't think YouHodler is one. The platform is not very transparent about statistics nor financial reports, as they are a private company. This is something that
I'm waiting for his sign-up code, referral code, right?
We have informed YouHodler about a few times already. If you have been, however, in the crypto lending space for a while, you do realize that the business model of the platform has a direct impact on the platform risks that you are taking when using its services. Now, some platforms don't share how they make money. On YouHodler, it's pretty clear, I would say. The crypto savings account is free of charge, but all the other crypto lending products such as multi-hodler, turbocharge, loans, or the exchange are services for which YouHodler is charging a fee. Those fees...
It's like playing poker, but no one can hide their cards except the draw pile, and the people who win, they don't get that much, right?
Can be quite high, which lowers the risk of YouHodler running any shady business on the side. According to the information I've got from YouHodler's CEO, the platform is profitable and it would make sense as the business model is comprehensive. So what's the takeaway here? Most users that will use multi-hodler might likely lose their money. If you want to test it, start with a very low amount and try to find a good source of intraday price predictions for your currency pair. Also make sure to minimize the risk by setting up the take profit value closer to the current price. The closer the take profit value, the higher the chances that you might catch the right train. It may take longer for you to make significant profits. It will, however, help you to minimize the losses caused by low volatility. So if you are interested in earning yield on crypto and you are not from the United States, YouHodler is a solid platform that you should consider. While I don't like the fact that they are mixing relatively safe yield on crypto in form of a savings account with high-risk trading tools, I do understand the reasons behind it. It's simply how the business model works. YouHodler pays out very competitive rates for their interest account. However, this would not work.
This is sehr gut. Are you talking about the gentleman Jack there, Hendrik, or this man's review of YouHodler?
If it would not be for the multi-hodler and other paid services that YouHodler is providing. While I'm not happy losing money, the terms and conditions are clear, and it allowed me to get deeper insights into the business model of YouHodler and share this information with you, which is certainly worth it in my opinion. As with any investment, I do believe that you should set some learning money aside to test some features and gain valuable knowledge that you would not gather otherwise. In the short run, you might lose some money, but in the long run, it may pay off. If you want to try YouHodler yourself, you can use the link in the description below. Now you should have at least a much better idea of what to expect. If you have tested the multi-hodler tool, or
there it is,
YouHodler
folks.
savings
The link in the description down below. There you go. Sign up there. I'll tell you what, we don't need to watch any more of this gentleman, but I'll give you the link to his channel too if you wanted to learn more about multi-hodler. Now, what we're going to do at this particular point is I'm going to go ahead and do what I said I would do. I'm going to take my basic attention token from the Uphold wallet. I'm going to deposit it across to YouHodler. Then I'm going to start earning 3% interest on that. Before we do that though, I've got to take a slash. I'll be right back. All right, are we ready to do this? I'm comfortable doing it. I'm confident. I'm happy to do it. Let's do it together. This is where you can learn through me. If you're considering crypto, if you're curious by crypto, or if you're confused by crypto, let's do it together. Let's get unconfused. If we go across here to the basic attention token or the Brave browser, this is me signed in. There's the 45 BAT I've earned just by using this browser. That's the value of 36 US dollars. Now, like I said earlier, that BAT does live in the uphold.com, the wallet for Uphold. So there it is reflected right here. Brave browser, BAT, $45 worth. This is my YouHodler wallet. There's nothing in it. There's no value. There's BAT waiting there for me. Sorry, there's a slot for the BAT. Let me go ahead and find out how to send this across. So transact anything to anything. We're going from the, I guess we'll just click on, so here we go. So these are the previous transactions. We're going to transact by clicking the transact, I guess. Use funds, withdraw to a bank account or to a crypto network, trade within Uphold, or send to a friend. That's what we're going to do. We're going from the Brave browser. Now this gets a little clunky, doesn't it? To... Okay, so we've got some accounts in here. We want to choose cryptocurrency. No, we want to send... That's not what we want to do. My bad. My bad. Accounts. I want to send off. Can we get rid of this freaking pop-up? National currencies, crypto networks, contacts, metals, stable coins, contacts. I guess we want to send to a network. It's a little, this is a worded quite strange. We know it's the Ethereum network. So we're sending from the Brave browser. We're sending the maximum amount. That's a little clunky. I thought that would give us the chance to put the maximum amount there. From to Ethereum network. So we've chosen the Ethereum network, which is correct. That's cryptocurrency. Now we don't want to send it to, that's converting. We want to send it. Yeah, okay. We want to choose crypto network. Preview withdrawal. It didn't give me anywhere to send it to though. This is bizarre. Okay, this is not as clear as it. This is why we do this together, right? This isn't. We've come across this before. It's a little clunkified. Actually, let's have a look at our previous transactions when we sent it. Where are my send transactions when we did send it out last time? Past transactions. Go to 1 year. That's just the chart that changes. This is why I like banks. Traded. So this is the time we did it before, 120 bucks worth. Let's have a look at this transaction. We sent from the Brave browser to my Ethereum account number 2. So that wallet address there would be... No, that's not the wallet address though. Dude, that's so sketchy how it does that. That's the amount of BAT we sent, 78, and that's the amount of Ethereum it was. To ETH account 2. So if we have a look at our accounts here, cryptocurrencies, this is the ETH account 2 that we sent to. That's the wallet address in here. Interesting. 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 I just want to confirm something. That is that my Ethereum address on my Metamask. Let me just bring up my Metamask and sign into that. I better do that off scene because that password was wrong. What? How did I get that wrong? You little wallies. Incorrect password or caps locks was down. Okay. So what I'm doing here is I'm just confirming that this Ethereum address is this one here. I just copied it to clipboard and I'll just pop it in the chat so that I can view it. So that's the Ethereum address, and I'm just confirming that this is it. No, it's not. 0x 189. That one, my MetaMask one is 0x493. So that must be the Ethereum address on Uphold. So I converted my basic attention token to Ethereum on Uphold. Staking is coming to Uphold. Join the waitlist. I mean, if I can stake it on Uphold, I don't need to take it off. I don't need to even touch. Oh, they don't have that coin. Okay. They don't have staking for BAT. I've already looked at that. I remember that. So now I'm confused, and I was confused last time we did this. So why would I need to convert BAT to Ethereum? All I want to do is send it to another BAT, because I'm going to be in my YouHodler. I'm going to have a receiving address here. Where is it? Deposit address. So I'm going to need ERC20. This is the receiving address that I'm going to need. So maybe I got to set that up before I do anything. So this is my ERC20 basic attention protocol receiving address. Copied that to the clipboard, go back into Uphold, which looks a little sketchy. I want to add another account here. I guess. Transact. I want to use the funds. I want to transact basic attention token to... Do I just choose cryptocurrency here? I mean, it doesn't make sense. I'm going to send BAT to BAT. Is this where you put the address in though? It's going to have to be, isn't it? My accounts, banks, my accounts. Hold on a second. ETH account 2. If it looks sketchy, it is. Stop. No, it's not sketchy. It's just worded terribly. It's laid out sort of confusingly, right? They obviously don't want you to take your cryptocurrency off Uphold. But we've done this before. That's what I'm saying. National currencies, crypto. It's network. This is what we need. We need this. So okay. So forget. We're going to take the amount. You can't copy it. Can I copy it? Okay, we're just going to call it 45. 45 BAT. Oh, we'll just go max. Okay, the maximum BAT to the Ethereum. We don't want to do it to Ethereum though. We just want to use. This is strange. We just want to use. I just want to send preview trade. Doesn't make any sense. From that to your basic attention, your BAT account 5. I need to set up a receiving address first though. Where's my receiving addresses? Wallet addresses. Okay, that was okay. Okay. From basic attention token, receiving account, Brave browser. What? Dude. This is so cumbersome. These 3 dots up here. Wallet addresses. Click on that. Only ERC20 versions of BAT can be sent to this wallet address. From this wallet address. From this wallet address. from this wallet address. Receiving account. Doesn't make any sense. Go back to gives. We want to transact. We want to use the existing funds we've got. Fucking hell, this side. Anything to anything. We don't want to do that. We don't want to do anything. We want to withdraw the funds. Like, how much clearer does that have to be? Let's get rid of this crap. Dude, that is so cumbersome, eh? Markets, activity. What's this? More. Staking, profile, security, linked accounts, notifications, privacy. I think we switched to classic view. I think we had to switch to the classic view last time. And it's going to ask me to sign in. God damn it. I'm really confused here. Really confused. This is the amount we have. Here it is. We want to withdraw this into another basic attention token wallet address. So I'm assuming you'd hit transact. Once you hit transact, it's asking you, are you going to add funds or are you going to use funds? Are you going to withdraw to a bank account or a crypto network, trade within Uphold, or send to a friend? Essentially, we're going to do one of those things, send to a friend or withdraw to a crypto network. So we hit it. We hit transact. You got to hit that little yellow. Okay, so then it comes up here. From I'm going to choose the Ethereum network. What is this? Why is it sending it to the... So, okay, so we don't need that. We need to send it to another basic attention token wallet address, which is this here. Now we're going to choose the amount, the max. Doesn't this give us... Dude, it's so clunky. Doesn't this give us the option to... Where is the address though? I don't see an address to put it to. Now I understand how you can lose everything if you're not paying attention. It's cumbersome, right? We're sending our basic attention token from this address to basic attention token, but I haven't been able to put an address in yet. Preview trade. The fuck is this? It hasn't given me a chance to add an address. So therefore that's not the right way to do it. So that's not what we need. We need to transact to a crypto, but that's what we said. It said a crypto network, right? A crypto network. Cryptocurrencies, utility token, national currencies, crypto network. You know what it is? It's down here. We haven't added it yet. This is going to be it. Okay. It depends where you click too. Maximum amount. Dude, we're gonna lose 10 of them and in fees. Okay, so this is correct so far. Preview withdrawal, and here's the dude. This is the address we need to put in. Can you believe that? Can you believe how weird that's laid out? Like, let's just go back and do it again to be very clear about it. Look how bizarrely this is set up. So we've only got basic attention token here. I click on it. I want to transact with it. The transaction is I want to send it to another wallet. I want to use my own funds. If I click there, it doesn't do it. Or it did then. Sorry, I had to click on the little arrow before. It's going to ask where it's sending from. It's going to send from my Brave browser wallet, which is where this is here, the basic attention token. Where's it going to go? Well, you get to choose. You can choose where it's going to go to. It's going to go to, and if I click on this, it'll just dump it down a little bit. It's just like scrolling up and down. So it's going to, you're going to actually choose a crypto network. This should just say, this should be, this terminology, crypto network, should say wallet or external wallet or offsite wallet. Or crypto network is such a bad way to word it. So then you scroll down and you choose, so we're going to be sending it to a basic attention token wallet address on the Ethereum network right there. We select that. The amount we're going to send, the maximum amount, 45, and we're going to receive 30. So we're going to lose 15 in the transaction. The network withdrawal fee, God bless old mate Vitalik. It's going to cost $12 to do this. That's awesome. Love the Ethereum network. Did you see? It's going to cost me $12 to send $39 worth of an ERC20 on the Ethereum network. Wow! Guy in a Buffalo, thank you for the ice cream. Appreciate you, man. That almost makes up for it. Thank you, dude. Hello, Gibbs. How you doing, man? Yeah, God bless the Ethereum network, right? It's gonna cost me $12 to send an ERC20 on the Ethereum network, the value of which $39. It's gonna cost $12 to send it. God bless. So this is where it'll say preview the withdrawal, and it will ask me for the address. And so then we go back to the YouHodler wallet address. We copy this. This is the receiving basic attention token on the ERC20. And we pop that in there. Copied in there. We confirm that it's the right address by just checking 0x0 and it ends in 486. 0x0 and it ends in 486. And we hit confirm. And from Brave Browser to this Ethereum address, we're going to receive 30 BAT. The network withdrawal fee is 15 BAT. It'll take 75 seconds to do that. Confirm the withdrawal. And there's an authenticator app I need to open up on my iPad. From crypto.com. Why has it got crypto.com on there? Have I got to do this on my phone? Authenticator app. I'll do it on my phone. I thought that would work on there, but it didn't. Who did that? Who did that? Doug with a 9-month sub streak. Dude, I'll get to you in a second, man. Let me just do this. Authenticator app. And from Uphold, oh, it's just already refreshed. There we go. 804-767 skis. Yep, from Uphold. Confirm that. Done. Now what we'll see is my balance here is 0. We just took all of my BAT, and on the YouHodler, we should see a value come in here at some point in the next 75 seconds. That's what the 15 BATs was worth, I hope, or I'm assuming. That's why you pay so much on the Ethereum chain. Let me just put this back up here. Is that working now? Yeah, that's cool. Let me put this back up here. Get up there, you little beauty. Get him up there. Okay, that's back up there. And that's that. And now Dougski, a 9-month sub streak, Doug. What? 9 months, dude? You see this hand? See it? You see this desk, or can you hear this desk? When this hand slaps this desk 9 times, each slap is going to signify one of those 9 months. So you're going to have to listen carefully. Each slap is going to resemble a month. So there'll be 9 slaps. Doug, thanks for the 9-month sub streak. That was 9 quick slapses. Appreciate you, Doug. Thank you, man. Thank you. Let's go back over. YouHodler, have we received some BAT yet? We have not. Will this refresh in real time? Probably not. Still not there. I counted 8 slaps, Guy in a Buffalo. Are you counting without carrying the 1? Ah, whoopsie. I got 9, and Doug's the one that matters. He got the 9. I got 9 too, man. I got 9. Let me just see the trade or the transaction here and confirm that it did go through, right? Did it give me a... didn't give me a transaction. It didn't give me the... yeah, check on Etherscan. It didn't tell me that... it didn't give me that link there, Redco. Oh, that's what I'm going back for here. Let's have a look. Watch list. That's my watch list. That's not what I wanted to do. Activity. So the activity withdrew BAT to the Ethereum network. It's still pending by the look of it. It'll give us a hash here, right? Blockchain transaction ID. Here it is. Still pending. Estimated confirmation, 1 hour. Are you serial? It's going to take 1 hour? What was the $15 for? You see this? You see this? Come on, we need a better chain. We need a better chain like Pulse. This is lousy, right? I paid 50. What was the fee here? Maximum transaction fee. Maximum transaction cost hasn't given us a price yet because it hasn't happened 2 minutes ago. Anyway, while we wait for that to happen, I'm going to talk about something else. Go to more. Go to more. Click to see more. Sorry, man. I already clicked off it. Go to more. Click to see more. Function transfer that to that. It's still happening. It's still happening. We'll just be patient. We'll be patient. But I do have something else I want to bring up here while we wait for that. The other thing was a video. We were talking a little bit before. I think it was, I believe, Kicking Saturday sort of wanted to talk about CBDCs. And there's a link here that someone put in my chat a while ago. Sorel Amor Finance. This is how financial freedom dies.
I believe money is a tool human beings can use to positively influence their own destiny. Unfortunately, though, there seems to have never been a time in history where individuals have had so little power or control over their money. Central banks, government regulations, and a bloated financial system means that most people exist in a system that's not controlled by them.
She's an Aussie, right? This woman sounds Australian, mate.
A system they have almost no power to change or influence. A system that seems to forever favor those at the top. But what if this was about to get even worse? And what if
Sorel is an Aussie? Bingo, bango. I called it. I snapped it.
We're about to lose the final piece of control you have over your own money.
So this is directly in relation to Kicking Saturday. You were saying that you want a digital currency. You want a central bank digital currency. This is why we probably shouldn't have one, I guess.
There is something coming to your country very soon, and it seems to be the biggest change we are going to see in how we use our own money. It is a new technology that seems to be just a few years away at best, and it seems that not that many people know about it. It's something that would give your government powers over your own money that have never existed in history before. The thing I'm going to be talking about is CBDCs, and why I believe that this is a tool that is not really going to be helpful for the majority of humanity. And at the end, I am going to share with you how you can protect yourself from what is coming. So let's go for a ride and explore this potentially terrifying future that maybe you and I could stop. Before I get any further, we have an incredible newsletter that people just love. That's an extra.
She's very strange. She talks without moving her top lip. It's like just everything else is moving except the top lip.
Way for us to reach you. So if you'd like to find out more, there's a link in the bio. About Canada. Before I talk about the future, I want to talk about...
Did she say about Canada? She missed a golden chance to say about Canada.
What is happening in our world right now, and it illustrates my worries of what could be happening to our money very soon. Recently, you might have heard about the large-scale protests that are happening in Canada. Now, I'm not going to go into the details of the protests and whether or not I believe in the stance of the protesters or not. I do think that this is something that you can research in your own time, but I am going to talk about...
Too much Botox? You think she's got Botox? I don't see Botox. Oh, man. Dude, it's heavily raining here. Crikey.
How the government has used financial restrictions in order to try to stop and control these protests. During the protests, tens of thousands of people and vehicles clogged up Canada's cities, but mostly in the nation's capital of Ottawa. People living in these cities complained about how their businesses and lives were being disrupted by noise and blockages, and they wanted their government to intervene. So the Canadian government first started with threats and then arrests in an effort to end the protests. Nothing seemed to be working though, so after a while, the Canadian government pulled out the big guns and took people's ability away to survive. First,
you're talking about cash direct. This is not what she's talking about? Hang on, what are you talking about? You're not talking, you said you were looking forward to a digital currency. Explain what you mean by a digital currency if it's not a central bank digital currency. Who do you think's going to operate a digital currency aside from the banks? What? Music Man. Kicking Saturday. I'm not sure. I don't know how to take that. This is exactly what you were talking about, a digital currency. Cash direct control safe. I don't know what a cash direct control safe is, dude. Cash direct control safe. cashdirect.com.au. Is Cash Direct loans legit? Are you just making that up, dude? Is that a thing or you just made that up? CDCS. 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 Culturally Directed Care Solutions. I think you got the terminology wrong, dude. It'll be a government digital dollar. No, that's what this is, dude. That's exactly what this is. You're mixing it up, man. The CBDC, central banking digital currency, is what you're talking about. So we're on the same path here, dude.
Canada froze access to millions of dollars in donations that were being sent to the protesters from around the world. And although many donations were coming from abroad, more than 50% of these donations were coming from other Canadians, proving that protesters had a lot of support from inside their own country. But when that didn't work, the government started to take even more drastic measures. And after implementing emergency laws,
there will be a new United States digital dollar, but it's not out yet. That's exactly what this is, man. That's exactly what she's talking about. What you're thinking of is what she's talking about.
They began freezing the bank accounts of people involved in the protests. And this started to work because one of the easiest ways to stop a human in their tracks is to take away their ability to survive. The protests in Canada, they are not over, but the government's financial restrictions has lowered the amount of people that are able to attend these protests. Now, you could argue that the government has every right to punish these protesters because they were disrupting other people's lives, but at the same time, the government was disrupting the lives of the protesters, which is why they were protesting in the first place, so who's right? It is not my place to say, but I do believe that both sides of the story should have an equal right to be heard. But here is where the big problem lies for me. In this disagreement, there was only one party that was able to restrict finances of the other. It is not the everyday people that have the ability to immediately restrict the government's money. Now, this is a serious imbalance of power. And this is something that gives the governments a huge leg up when it comes to disagreements with their people. And this is where the focus of this video comes in, which is CBDCs, and why I believe this is going to cause a greater imbalance of power, and why this is coming to your country very soon. About CBDCs. This guy's name is Rishi Sunak. Now, he has a very fancy government title in the United Kingdom. However, to us everyday folk, he is the country's chief financial minister. And recently, he unveiled his proposal of G7 nations to implement what they call central bank digital currencies, what I've referred to in this video so far as CBDCs. CBDCs are digital currencies, just like the cryptocurrencies many of us already use today.
Yeah, Kicking Saturday, dude. Just trust me, you're thinking of what she's talking about. What you've put in the chat, this is what she's talking about.
CBDCs are digital currencies, just like the cryptocurrencies many of us already use today. Coins like Bitcoin, Ether, Doge. CBDCs would work the same way that crypto does, in that they would be a total digital form of money. And in short, they have the potential to change our financial system forever. One of the favorite things that people love about cryptocurrencies is that it is decentralized. It is the power in people's hands because...
And this is where it differs, right? It's decentralized until it becomes a central banking digital currency. Then it's centrally banked. By who? And that's the problem. Chungus, how you doing, Chungus? CBD.
They choose how they save it, use it, trade it. But with CBDCs, it wouldn't be the same. Just like the way your government controls your country's money and is responsible for creating and managing it, they would also control and issue a CBDC. So unlike a crypto, a CBDC wouldn't be decentralized. It would be centrally controlled, organized and regulated by your government, just like any other type of money. So basically, the CBDC would take the biggest positive of crypto and it would get rid of it. And so the control would no longer be in people's hands. It would be given back to the governments where they would regulate it and also be under the influence of some of the most powerful people and corporations in the world.
The thing, just going to add my take to this, the thing that would make it... no, hang on. That's the wrong way to say it. The thing, if mass adoption of it doesn't happen, then, so cryptocurrencies will exist alongside this, and those that use, it's like, I guess it's kind of like using Tether. Like some people are extremely against using a Tether coin, but they exist. But whether, like, so getting mass adoption of cryptocurrency is already proving pretty difficult, right? Like people are still confused, concerned, and curious by cryptocurrency, but they're not using it. Well, some people are, but a whole bunch of people aren't using it and they won't touch it, right? So this year could fail as well. It's not a guarantee that if they launch this, it'll take off. This is terrifying. It is terrifying. You have to look at the other side of the coin. Sometimes you have to be with the government in order to have some stability. I'm going to pour another uncentralized gentleman jack. Try to stop me. I'll be broke regardless, Chungus.
It would no longer be decentralized and it would no longer be a tool of the people. And I would argue that I don't think we need any more people governing our destinies or our money. But the thing is, this isn't even the worst thing about CBDCs, which I'll talk about in a minute. But first I want to talk about how close we may be to this becoming a reality in our world now. Most people haven't heard about CBDCs yet, but chances are they're coming to your country very soon. The image on your screen shows all the countries that are currently testing a CBDC or who have already started implementing them already. It's a lot. And the number of countries is growing fast. Now, when Rishi Sunak announced his proposal to create CBDCs in countries such as the UK, US, Germany, and other, he used really beautiful words to describe this new tool. Words like safety, security, and inclusion. Words that make you really think that you should welcome CBDCs with open arms. But there is a word that's often linked to CBDCs that not that many people seem to want to talk about, and it's a word that would grant governments permission to do things with money they've previously not been able to do.
Scary.
And that word is programmable.
Oh,
A CBDC would be programmable, meaning that just like a piece of software, the government would be able to put restrictions on it with digital rules. And this would give them an immense amount of financial power over you. Power that I will say is a little bit terrifying. So let me show you how this could potentially play out and provide you with a few hypothetical examples to illustrate my point. In times of economic hardship, your government doesn't want you to save money. They want you to spend it, because when you spend money, it stimulates the economy. It makes money flow. So what if they could force you to spend your money? Well, with a CBDC, that would be possible. Your government could program your money to expire, meaning you would have a time limit to spend it. If it's not spent within a given time frame, for example, within 30 days, the money in your account would just disappear.
That's not
Obviously,
good.
you wouldn't want your money to expire. So because of this expiration date, you'd go out and spend it instead. Basically, you'd be forced to take the action your government wants you to take. With a CBDC, it doesn't matter if you want to save your money or not.
Kiki Saturday, what you're saying, or what she's saying, is it's better to have a third party and serve the government. Trust a third party. She's basically saying don't trust the government, trust a third party to an unknown source. I think the key takeaway that I'm seeing here is that it's more about you controlling your finance, not someone else. The idea behind cryptocurrency as a thing is to remove the middleman so that you are the one that controls your finance, not a bank, not a government. You control it. If the government comes in and says, well, we're going to get in on this blockchain stuff too, yet we're going to control it all, takes, like she said at the beginning of this video, it takes away the entire meaning of the reasons why cryptocurrency was invented in the first place. So what I'm saying is I think that both this like fiat currency and this CBDC could exist together, and cryptocurrency will exist. And I just think people won't use this. Like, you don't even need it now, so what makes you think you're going to need it in the future? We don't need it now. I think mass adoption won't happen. People will be like, no, well, we're not going to do that. Jack on the Barbie. The money will expire like milk. Well, I mean, yeah, if it's digital, they can do whatever they want with it. The government does want you to save money. Now I can disagree with her on that. She's wrong. Remember, my mother is an FBI agent, retired. She knows more than I know, but she's talked to me. Okay.
Because that decision would soon be in the hands of your government. The idea of expiring money isn't actually hypothetical. Just last month in China, they rolled out their own form of digital currency, and they have been testing the expiration of money. But if that is not already concerning enough, what if your government wanted to control the types of things you buy? Well, with a CBDC, that is possible. We all know the world is currently obsessed with carbon emissions, and of course, it's great that we should care about our environment. Well, very soon, personal carbon allowances are likely to become a thing in much of the West, meaning that just like big companies, individual people will be limited to an amount of carbon they'll be allowed to put out every month. With a CBDC, a government could program your money so you can't buy fuel or plane tickets or even non-green foods and groceries once you hit your monthly carbon limit. Basically, your government will be able to completely control the things you can or cannot buy by programming your money.
These are all what ifs. Cooking Saturday. How can she talk about something that's not currently 100% on the market for years and years and years? These are all what ifs, right? These are all the concepts and the possibilities. And she's provided a small insight into what's happened already in China, where they've already done this. So they've already rolled out expiry dates on certain digital currencies that they've got. They're digital yuan. So these are not widespread mainstream things, but they are potentials, and she's provided examples of where it's already happened as well. 404 limit. I love that handle, man. Air tax is coming, dude. Sounds sketchy, doesn't it? Sounds disgusting. This along with the social credit score in China. Yeah. We don't like your politics. Your money doesn't work here. It's essentially, yeah, the programmable capabilities of digital money is very concerning. It's not what ifs. It's not what if. It's the government in the. So Kicking Saturday, what you're saying is the government of the United States won't behave this way, even though they have the ability to do it. They wouldn't do it, is what I'm hearing from you. China's not like the United States. Okay.
Apart from carbon, I'm sure your government would have a whole bunch of reasons as to how and why they would be able to control your spending habits.
Just on a side note of that, I'm not an American. I've only been twice. I've been twice to America. Just had to remember. If the government is so good to everybody, why does everybody hate their government in America? Why does everybody hate it? And on that same note, why is it so expensive to live, say, on the west side, right? Why is California so expensive? Why is there so much homelessness in California if the government is so good? Just saying. What's up, old man? I'm doing well, dead set. How you doing? Land of the free. I can be trans if I want, but you can't afford to. How can you afford to be trans and live in California? Good luck. If the United States did that, there'd be major lawsuits and the government would lose billions of dollars. They're not going to do that. Okay.
For me, though, I honestly would prefer in a world where I get to choose what it is that I can and cannot buy and when I choose to do so. I don't need some government body looking over my shoulder, and I'm sure there's a whole bunch of you that would probably agree with this. But there is one last example I want to share on how CBDCs could be used in order to restrict your personal freedoms. As I just mentioned, China is one of the world's leaders in creating digital currency, but they're also a world leader in censorship and punishing their citizens for stepping outside the lines. In China, saying negative things about the government or taking part in protests can already result in a citizen's right being taken away. And the Chinese government already blocks some of these people from being able to buy train tickets, plane tickets, or even being able to get a passport. I believe being able to travel or get a passport are basic human rights. But with a CBDC, your government would have the power to restrict you from these things, just like is happening in China today. There are plenty more examples I could give you, but hopefully these points are already illustrating what is possible and how CBDCs could be used in order for governments to control your money, your life. Now, in the two examples I've referenced, I have been talking about China, and I'm sure a few of you are thinking, well, that's China, it's not going to happen here. Of course, I'm not going to have such financial restrictions at my doorstep. Well, maybe think again. In Canada, this guy has already spoken out about removing travel privileges and driver's licenses from people who take part in protests. And he's already limiting people from being able to access their own money. People who are disagreeing with their government. Not only that, but just a few years ago, he also said that he admires China's dictatorship. And no, I'm not making that part up. So if this stuff is already happening in the West, how much longer until it gets worse? How much longer until countries such as Canada or perhaps US, UK start using CBDCs in order to restrict people's financial freedoms? Or taking away your access to your own money because you disagree with your government? I think the context here should be, this is a thing that's happening and these are the possibilities of this thing. You can't stop progress and you can't stop governments. And if the government wants to do this, they will. My take on it is there will always be the alternative. People that won't be interested in this, even if it gets forced upon them, there'll be an uprising of, I guess this is where cryptocurrency comes in, right? This is the reason we have cryptocurrency now, to take out the middleman so that we don't have to have this. And this is working fine at this stage. So I can see this CBDC coming in globally, and I can see people not touching them, not having anything to do with it. But I see the comments. So I won't address everybody's comments in the chat. But the point, I guess, the point of this woman's video is, if this happens, this also may happen, and I'm basing that upon it already happening in China, for example. That's all that this is pointing out, right? If these CBDCs do get rolled out, here's what could possibly happen based upon what we have seen in China. A lot of us often disagree with. And what about them restricting your ability to buy whatever that you choose to buy? I suppose only time will tell, but if this doesn't really sound like a fun future that you'd like to participate in, there could be a solution. So let's talk about that. Before we get any further, if you think that this is important and more people should know about it, like, comment, share it around with people so we get more people talking about this very important issue.
the solution.
Look, it is very possible that CBDCs could be used as a tool for good, and it could help us make our lives with money just a little bit easier. And there is the argument that is being used that CBDCs could help to eliminate the illegal activity that is happening within the land of cryptocurrencies. But by one way of looking at it, crypto is used by criminals far less than normal money is today. So the argument that crypto is only for shady business may not exactly be true.
I hate this argument with a passion. This idea that, okay, okay, riddle me this. This is how this argument or this crypto is bad because criminals use it. Okay. It's like saying, so because criminals have used cryptocurrency to do illegal activities, therefore cryptocurrency should be banned. It's like saying the robber that robbed the bank, the car that they drove away from the bank in, they should ban those cars because that getaway car was used in a bank robbery. It's like, so what? No one should be able to use cars because a bad dude chose to use a car to get away quicker. He had all the money under his arms in those bags, and he had that little thing on his face, and he's running up the street, and he's like, "Oh, I could go faster by using a car. Shit, get out, love. Get in the car." And now all of a sudden, the car. Well, bank robbers use them, so that can't be a thing, you know? And where does that end, right? Like motorbikes, he picked up a bicycle, the cops are on foot, he got a bike and off he goes on a bicycle, ban him. The bicycles are bad because criminals use them. Stupid argument. But she's going to make it, and that's her idea. Let her have it.
We already have digital currencies that allow us to use and store our own money. And the best part about them is that it's decentralized, meaning that the power is in our own hands and we get to decide what we do with our own money rather than having some government tell us how we can use our own money. So it seems that we already have a solution for a secure, safe and inclusive way of using money today, something that basically all of us can have access to right now. So when I think about it this way, I can't help but to think that the only reason why governments want to have CBDCs is so that they could have extra power and control over our money and our lives, and potentially to shape our future the way that they'd want to shape our future. So to me, there is one very simple solution. When inevitably the CBDCs come to your country and the government starts promoting it as a beautiful tool that we should all use, just don't. Quite simply, just refuse to use it.
That's what I said. That's probably what will happen, right? More than likely, this will be a thing. More than likely. The government, they're not going to listen to anybody. They'll do what they want. They've always done that. So there's no expectation that they'll do differently this time. So when it happens, just don't use it. Yo, big Kayuna, thanks for following the Gives a Minute D live stream. Now this makes you the latest giver right here on the channel. Now why would this make you a giver? Well, let me explain. You see, you're giving me your time to consume the content, whereas me, I'm a giver because I'm giving you my time to create the content. And so you see how we're both givers here, and this is a two-way street. But you're the latest giver on the Gives a Minute D live stream. Thanks for the follow. That's my take on this. It's probably going to happen. Fine. There's a lot of things that the government does that you don't have to be involved in. You don't have to have this. You don't have to have that. You don't have to use this. You don't have to use that. Maybe just don't use this. My take on it is slightly different to hers. My take on it is certainly in Australia, it's probably going to be pretty much whatever. There's going to be no dramas, right? It'll come out and people will use it, and there won't be anything nefarious with it. It'll be pretty straight, smooth sailing. But I also think that if you don't have to use it, you won't use it. That could play out differently though if they force it upon you, but we'll see. I'll give them 1 million. That's how, because that 1 million will turn out to be a lot. One day you could wake up and you will have certain date. You will have to turn in all your Federal Reserve currency and go to your electronic wallet. Possibly. Yeah. I'm a co-host on Patriots Soapbox. I don't know what that means, Big Kayuna. I don't know what a co-host on Patriots Soapbox means. Patriots. Is that a website? Patriot?
it and concentrate on ways that are already existing on how to store and use your own money. Use cash or existing forms of electronic banking.
You're
Or
screwed in
maybe
Australia?
Also explore the possibilities of crypto so more people adopt this. In short, vote with your wallet. Vote with the kind of money that still allows you to have the power in your own hands, instead of handing over the power to people, organizations, corporations that already have enough. Sometimes I know it can feel like we don't have any power of our own futures, and it feels like we're stuck in a system where we have zero control over the outcome. However, I do believe that when we come together, we have so much more power than they lead us to believe. So use that power and make decisions in your daily life that will guide us towards that beautiful future that we all deserve. A future that benefits us, not one that benefits them.
You be trading in dingoes. A dingo took my CBDC. So my take, again, just super quick. My take on this is that probably will happen, more than likely. You know what else? Just thinking off my head here, the timing on this is sort of interesting because arguably cryptocurrency has been around since what, 2008, 2007? I think it's 2008 when the Bitcoin white paper came out, right? 2008. So it's now 2022. So the government's had a fair amount of time to sort of dismiss this and then accept it and then decide, oh shit, what is this blockchain? What is this blockchain stuff again? Should we be in on that as well? And now it's like, it sounds like it's coming out across the board in multiple countries sometime soon. Can it also, like, can I be a little bit facetious and say they'll probably fuck it up? Probably mess it up, right? Probably won't do it correctly. So you've already got the thing that's working, cryptocurrency as a thing, decentralized cryptocurrencies, blockchains already running, already existing. People are having a great time. Everything's fine. Unregulated. That's probably why. The government's like, well, can we regulate that? Well, we can do one better. We can make our own. They'll probably get it wrong. That's my take on it anyway. You guys are chit-chatting about it as well. You can't stop progress. Yeah, dead set, I agree. You can't stop progress, and it's going to happen. Like, the government will move in and they'll do their thing. Of course they will. They've always done. So the air you breathe, the government helped you in some way or fashion. And don't work on the government's land. Go to an island, make sure there is not owned by the government. See, I'm not denying that they have the right to do this. I'm just saying that if it's something that is trying to latch on to something, so like I said, cryptocurrency was invented to remove the middleman so that you can control your own financial destiny. That was the point behind it. It's there. It seems to be working pretty good. Like, for the last little while, it's been going pretty good. People are pretty happy, right? Like, I'm not talking about the charts up and down. I'm just talking about in general, the thing is working. So naturally, when something like that comes up from sort of like underground, the grassroots, well, then instantly the powers that be are going to be like, how did we not see that? How come we didn't get in on this at the bottom as well? Like, what's go? And then they're basically playing chase up, right? Like catch up. Which is fine. I mean, I'm just saying that a lot of people won't use it, right? People will be like, no, well, and unless they force it, and then you got Dead Sets and 404 sort of saying you're going to have to start trading in dingoes, and that could be a good thing too, right? How much dingo is your dingo worth? They'll fuck it up just like everything else. I mean, more than likely, it'll be a bit of a flop, right? In order for me to get Bitcoin, I need to go through the middleman still. Fiat. Yeah, that, and we touched this before. So we touched on that way before, where I was saying, like, the only time, and we were talking about it, and we got to go back and check, by the way. We were talking about KYC, and like, there's the title of this stream, YouHodler.com, right? This place where you can earn pretty lousy APR on cryptocurrencies if you. Anyway, we sent some across. We sent some basic attention token across, and probably should go and check and see it's there, and then we'll stake it or whatever. And I was saying that the only time you should need to put KYC in on this website is if you were doing their loan features or doing their they call it multi-hodl. This is their leverage trading facility. This is when you probably should start putting in your identity. To do what I'm doing, I don't agree that I should have provided my passport and photos to them, which I needed to do. And we made the distinction, the only time you should need to do that is when it comes time to take your crypto into fiat currency. At that point, Elfsar, thanks for the host, man. How you doing? At that point, we were saying that's your off-ramp, right? That's your you've been dabbling in the funky cryptocurrencies and now you're going to take it off into real money. Then you should prove who you are, of course. Same as when you're putting fiat currency into the funky cryptocurrencies and you're taking real money and putting it in. You're going to have to prove that it's you. I get that. So I'm not adverse to the idea of this, and I'm aware that it is a thing. How far that it goes, I guess that's the main criticism I've got. Why would the government use crypto, Music Man? You missed the point. The government seizes property and accounts all the time, and the swift bye-bye. You should never give your bank account or your ID to a third party unless it's regulated. But Kicking Saturday, with that approach, you personally, because you're the one that said it, would never touch any cryptocurrency. All of it is deregulated or unregulated. It's not deregulated, it's never been regulated. And that's the beautiful thing. It's the people. This is kind of why I was saying before about when you said the American government's different. I'm like, then why does everybody hate them? Why does all the Americans hate the government? If the American government isn't like the Chinese government and the American government is cool, how come everybody hates the government in America? See, this is the thing. Cryptocurrency is the people saying, we can do this ourselves. And we don't want this regulation. We don't want, even though some regulation could be looked at favorably and it could be a good thing, we've already done this ourselves. It's already working, right? The proof of the case is already confirmed. Cryptocurrency works better than what we've had forever. It's a redistribution of wealth is what I see mainly from it. It's now a case that your everyday Joe, your Joey Joe Jojo, can get wealthy through cryptocurrency. Whereas before, it's like only the select top can ever achieve financial freedom. Whereas now it's like, well, no, this is a reshifting and a reevaluation of where it all stands. And I'm loving it, man. Like I'm seeing the gains myself. I'm seeing my gains from nothing to something. Whereas, I mean, you could argue then, to hit devil's advocate, you could say, but you've also got gains in the property that you invested in way back when. This is true. Are those gains ever going to get me? You know what? This is now getting really speculative, but all I'm saying is the overlords are on their way. And I, for one, welcome our interstate, intergalactic rulers. But let us do this just quickly. Let's go back to the Brave browser and confirm that my YouHodler wallet does have my basic attention token in it. It should have. There it is, folks. So this did take a little while to come through. Let's just check on the transaction. There you go. This is the Etherscan transaction hash. Here we go. The success was there, so we can get rid of that. So what we've got now, $24 of basic attention token, and it is already earning me interest. I've got to sign the agreement to earn BAT at 3% APR. I'll sign it. I guess I should watch this while you were here. Well, let's watch it. 36 seconds.
A savings account is a risk-free, high-yield tool to store your coins. YouHodler's crypto-backed lending business offers you a high interest on stable coins. It's a great alternative to traditional savings. Bitcoin and other top coins. It could be a nice additional profit on top of your hodling. Are you tired of nearly zero deposit rates at banks? Benefit from the new digital economy. and get incredibly high interest.
Incredibly high at 3%. I have read and fully understand the contents. Start earning. So what I understand from this, what's this? Chat messages? Thought that was the legitimate message. Live chat? Get out of there. Can I not get rid of that? Nope. Okay, fair enough. So my wallet now is earning 3% APR on my BAT. The Ethernet fee was only $7. Oh, I've already closed the let's have a look. Click to see more. There you go. $7 is not too bad. So that means oh, well, I guess we don't know how much that was in BAT. But either way, we started off with here, we started off with $37. Does it not tell me what the amount was? The original amount here, 45.5 BAT, 45.555, blah, 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 blah. And we lost 15 BAT as a transaction fee. And so therefore the amount that was supposed to come in was 30.4, and what we ended up with is 30.4. So that was confirmed. So basically what I'm seeing now, and the reason I did this is because I like the idea of, say, I'll keep checking back in here and see, now we've got no balance here, but whenever we get like a balance here, you know, I might just shift it over. It's better at the end of the month. It's better to have an amount here earning 3% than sitting here earning nothing, is the way I look at it. Maybe it's not great because 3% is not a huge amount, but 3% is better than none, right? So that's the plan. But I think what I should do is like maybe wait until my BAT totals, say, $50. 50 US bucks, and then we're going to lose, say, $7 or $8 in transaction fees, and then we'll do that again. But what I do like about this is that it looks like I can just keep adding to this balance. So whatever, like I thought it might have had to be locked up for a certain amount of time, like staking, 12 months, and you can't touch it. But it looks like just by holding it here, this is going to earn me 3% all the time. So I can keep adding to that willy-nilly. And the reason I'm explaining it this way is because if you start using the Brave browser, you'll start earning BAT. But as Kicking Saturday said earlier, you're going to have to KYC it. So that's interesting. Kicking Saturday, you just said you should never. What did you say? You said you should never give your bank account or ID to a third party unless it's regulated. You said that in the chat, but yet you use the Brave browser. So how much BAT do you have sitting there, and what do you plan on doing with it? Because there's nothing you can do with that gets you away from what you just said. You're going to have to, you said you should never give your ID or bank account to a third party unless it's regulated. So what do you plan on doing with your BAT? You see what I'm saying? Like you're using the Brave browser and you're earning crypto, but you're not going to do anything with it, because to do anything with it, you've got to KYC in. So you have to give some kind of identification. You're screwed. You can't do anything with that. Them's the breaks, huh? Igor section yacht was seized in the Mediterranean port of Lakyot, in the bank accounts those who are prop up crypto, aka whales. Right. Well, folks, we're going to wrap this up here. That's what I wanted to do on this stream. There is something I want to talk about soon, though. Not this time, though. We're going to talk about the Kira token. Have you guys seen this? The Kira token? It's going to be it's going to be launched on Pulse Chain, which Pulse Chain isn't here right now, but when it does get here, it'll be interesting. So Kira could be something we want to learn about. But we'll do that next time. But I want to thank the financial contributions to this stream. When you look to your chit chat, you can see the top contributors to this stream: Shiloh Rose, Michelle K, and Hendrik right there. Thank you very much for the contributions that you guys have made. Charlotte Rose, big time. Michelle and Hendrik, much appreciation. Thank you all for being here with me. Thanks for the learn. I do enjoy these cryptocurrency streams once a week. If you're concerned, if you're curious, if you're concerned, or if you're considering crypto, this stream every Wednesday is for you, my friends. And I'm considering going to the bathroom again. I'll see you yahoos tomorrow, skis. Jeez, get out of here. Get him out of here. Go on, go. Get out of here. Stay up there.